Hi and good evening, everybody, and welcome to Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn High School, the site for tonight's matchup in Week 7 of Iowa High School football. It's the final regular season game. However, it's not going to be the last one between two of these teams. We should be in for a great matchup tonight between the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn Hawks and the Lawton-Bronson Eagles. Hi, everybody. I'm Mitch Kieran, joined tonight by Tim Peterson, as well as Tim Soper manning the camera on our live video stream at exploreoakbogie.com, and Michaela, our broadcast engineer, plus Michael back in master control now. Tim, great night for football, but also great stakes for both of these teams as well.
Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn comes into the game with a record of 4-2. Lawton-Bronson 4-1. In the conference, though, it's a little different. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn 3-1 and Lawton-Bronson 3-0 with South O'Brien at 3-1. This conference still up for grabs, and it's all going to come down to who can show up tonight. And I guess between these two teams, which bird's going to win?
Absolutely. A battle between the Hawks and the Eagles tonight. Just a matter of who's going to fly higher. For Lawton-Bronson, should they win tonight, they will outright win the District 1 in Class A. But for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, a win tonight will at least guarantee a share, as the other decisive matchup tonight, South O'Brien taking on Galen Catholic. Should Galen Catholic win that matchup, then I believe it will be Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn outright winning this district. So some things need to go in order for the Hawks. It is pretty funny how it does add up in this district, but nonetheless, Tim, we're going to be in for a good night of football.
We are. The weather is nice. And I was actually told if HMS wins this game, they get home field through districts. So that's what they're playing for at least tonight. Yep. And, if they get the conference along with it, well, what a bonus.
I think more importantly, as we found out between both coaches, Jamie Lloyd of Lawton-Bronson and Tyler Horkey of Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, both just want a win and to look sharp heading into the playoffs next Friday. Let's go ahead and jump into our pregame show tonight, brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org. This is Iowa High School football on Q102 and exploreoakbogie.com.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Talking now on the pregame show from Lakes Regional Healthcare with Tyler Horkey, head football coach of the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn Hawks. Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Hey, thanks for giving me a call.
All right, well, Coach, you're coming into Week 7, 4-2 overall, and looking pretty good in the district right now, and the team looked very good in a 50-18 victory over Akron Westfield. Take us through that game in Week 6.
Well, it was just it wasn't a tale of two halves by any means. I thought our kids played really good the entire game. Once we figured out what they were doing offensively, things started to come together, and we started getting some more confidence. And I thought overall that our offensive line played extremely well. Backfield played well. I mean, the kids just overall, had a goal in mind that we want to start getting our team ready to go in the right direction in all phases of the game. And I thought Friday night, the kids performed overall great.
Since we last saw you, Coach, the Hawks have won 3 straight games in impressive fashion over Galen Catholic, MMCRU, and, as we just mentioned, Akron Westfield. And it looks like, once again, you can credit part of that to your rushing attack. Just talk to us about how you've gotten on this nice run as of late.
Well, the kids are really starting to, not just understand our offense, but really get into what we're trying to accomplish. We got some really great, unselfish kids that, they get their touches when they need it. So the kids are starting to understand, when, if a running back has a good game, next game it might be the fullback or the quarterback. And so they're just doing a good job of, really improving each week with how we're going to attack teams and understanding the teams to where it's kind of taken off and what's working and what's not. And, it's just one of those things where they're really catching on to what we're trying to do.
Well, Coach, it should be a great matchup between HMS and Lawton-Bronson, who entered the game 4-1 overall. And from the looks of it, the 2 top teams in the district for Class A District 1. Tell me how you're preparing for the Eagles.
Well, same way we prepare each week is we throw everything but the kitchen sink at our kids, and we have them adjust to it as far as on our offensive side of the ball. And defense, we're trying to replicate a very good quarterback and a very good running back that Lawton-Bronson has. And, that's hard to do sometimes. So we're not doing anything different. We're taking the same routine and the same path we do each week to get better, and the kids have adapted to that well, and they're just kind of taking day by day. It's Tuesday, and we're going to act like it's Tuesday, and same with Friday night.
Well, fantastic, Coach. We're looking forward to a great matchup between HMS and Lawton-Bronson. We've been talking with Tyler Horkey, head football coach of the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn Hawks, on the pregame show. Coach, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck in Friday's matchup.
Hey, thank you.
Next up, we'll get a preview of tonight's matchup from Lawton-Bronson's head football coach, Jamie Lloyd, right after this.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Back on the pregame show from Lakes Regional Healthcare, and now on the line we're talking with Jamie Lloyd, head football coach of the Lawton-Bronson Eagles. Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely.
All right, well, Coach, you enter Week 7 on a 4-game winning streak following Friday night's 12-6 win over South O'Brien. Tell me about the win over the Wolverines.
I thought our team played really well as a team. Had a lot of kids come up with some big plays. I thought our special teams was a big factor in the win. We just kind of got a little more energy after halftime. We moved the ball all right. We just couldn't punch it in, and then in the fourth quarter there, we started getting a little more momentum, and we're able to come out on top.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about who's been stepping up for you this year, as the team's been led by quarterback Connor Smith and leading rusher Hayden Dahlhauser on offense. Just tell me how your guys have been able to put it together on this nice run you're having.
I think a lot of our kids are really understanding their role. Someone like Hayden, he's had to play multiple roles, whether it's running back or tight end or wide receiver, being able to play multiple positions. Connor's done a great job of being just a leader, kind of getting people in places where they need to play. Up front, offensively, Jacob Rader and Zach Berzani and Blake Gann have done a really nice job of kind of anchoring our offensive line. Defensively, again, Hayden and Zach have done a great job at linebacker. And Ty Kunkel's done a great job at nose, and our secondary has done an excellent job of controlling everyone's pass game. So we ask a lot of them in coverage because we do play quite a bit of man-to-man. So we're asking them to basically lock down people with no help, and they've done a really nice job.
Well, very good, as you guys look like you're in good shape before the playoffs. But this Friday, you and the team are playing for a chance of being the outright champions in Class A District 1 in a great matchup against the 4-2 Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn Hawks. Just tell us what this matchup would mean for you and the team and how you're preparing for the Hawks.
Well, they're hard to prepare for because they got so many weapons. They're a really sound football team. They got a great coach over there who's put together a great squad. Those kids are playing really hard, and they're fast, they're athletic. So basically what we're just trying to do is do the best we can and contain them as best as we can. We know we're going to give up yards. We know they're going to move the ball a little bit, but our goal is to attack them on defense and try and put together a few drives on offense and hopefully come out on top if possible. Just take that momentum into the first round of the playoffs.
Well, fantastic, Coach. It should be a great matchup this Friday between two of the top teams in the district. We've been chatting with head football coach of the Lawton-Bronson Eagles, Jamie Lloyd. Coach, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck in tonight's matchup.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
We'll have final keys to the game, starting lineups, and kickoff for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn and Lawton-Bronson next.
When it comes to heavy jobs and major projects, turn to the pros at Raveling Incorporated in Melvin. They have powerful hydraulic cranes to give you the lift you need, with cranes from 30 to 300 tons with 320-foot tip height. Raveling also has forklifts, industrial and heavy equipment movers with specialized trailers. Call 712-736-2596 for service in Esterville, Emmitsburg, Algona, Spencer, and Storm Lake areas. Call Rick at 712-209-0190. Raveling Incorporated, serving the area for 41 years, Melvin, Iowa.
Welcome back to Q102 as we're just about set for kickoff here Looks like Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will receive the ball to start off the first half here. Tim, final thoughts and take it away for the Boom.
I'm thinking final thoughts are HMS got to get pressure on that quarterback. Lawton-Bronson likes to pass the football a little more than they run. Get pressure on him and create some disruptiveness for Lawton-Bronson. Stop the run. If they can stop that run, they have good interceptors in their defensive side. Hayden Dahlhauser has 5 interceptions on the year.
Going to rely on the defense tonight.
Let's color it up white with black pants and yellow trim, black numbers for the Eagles, kicking right to left to the maroon and gold HMS Hawks. And we're just about to get underway here, and boom!
And we are underway as a low-line drive kick goes to the right corner. And it's going to be received by Connor Dodd right around the 5-yard line. He's going to run across the field, and he's going to be dropped right around the 7-yard line. Matthew Peters is going to chase him down, and already Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn backed up deep in their own territory.
Peters, one of the receivers for the offense for the Eagles. He came as a gunner down on that side. And when he picked up that football, ran it to the near side from the far side, he just cut that angle and chopped him down.
The Hawks are going to be led by sophomore quarterback Cooper Ebel tonight. He'll be joined in the backfield by Dawson Skipoff and Connor Dodd, the wingbacks, and a fullback Travis Camrat. As they line up here, we'll meet the rest of those starters. 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Going in motion is going to be Connor Dodd, and they are going to do triple option on the far side. Ball's on the ground, and it's going to be early recovered by Lawton-Bronson, and the triple option early backfires, and now they are knocking on the door for the Eagles.
Well, that's not the play you want, and it is if you're the Eagles. You go on the road, and you get that turnover on the first play of the game, and you got great field position here. 1st and goal on the 2-yard line.
And that is just a tumultuous way to start the game for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, receiving the ball, getting backed up deep in your own territory, and then fumbling it on the triple option. Very tough, and now they're going to need a big stop here. But it's 1st and goal from the 2. They're going to be lining up at a pistol formation for Lawton-Bronson. Smith, the quarterback, he's going to be handing off to Hayden Dahlhauser, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. DJ Doyle, the outside linebacker, getting a big tackle for loss.
Nice job by Doyle reading that. Read it the whole way, came in with good pursuit on that far side off the end, and stopped that ball carrier right in his tracks.
And I say he's maybe going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 2. Connor Smith, Hayden Dahlhauser, Braden Williams in that backfield, as well as Matt Peters we see. Still from the pistol formation. Peters going to move to the right side. Stacked up on the line of scrimmage. And here's the snap. They're just going to hand it right back to Dahlhauser. Lowers the shoulders, and he just runs straight into a wall. The Hawks once again with the stuff. Travis Camrat, a young linebacker, getting in there, plugging the gap. That's just great gap containment, as well as give credit to the defensive tackle. Number 72, Gabe Branstead, the nose tackle.
Camrat, just a sophomore, filled that hole right away, and then the team just collapsed. Loss of 1 on the play, so good job here by the Hawks so far. After turning it all over deep in their own end, they've set the Eagles back 1 yard. It's 3rd and goal from the 3.
Now they're going to be lining up in a shotgun formation. 3rd and goal from the 3 for Lawton-Bronson. 10:30 on the clock, still scoreless. And the snap, another handoff this time to number 15, Chayton Rowe. He's going to try to get to the corner. And looks like they're going to bring him down just shy of the goal line.
DJ Doyle getting ball carrier again there, so out of 3 plays, Doyle 2 of the tackles. It'll set up 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn already stuffing the Eagles on 3 plays here. Let's see if they can cap off this defensive stand and send an early message. But for Lawton-Bronson, 4th and 1, a big play already out of the gates here. Trying to punch in for the first score. Back in the pistol. Rowe in the backfield behind Smith. Here's the snap. Smith, the hands-off, and he is going to be held short. Tackle for loss. Ball on the ground. And nonetheless, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn still back in their own territory. But what a defensive stand for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn.
Camrat read that perfect again. It's him and Doyle on this defensive stand. He got in there and hit the ball carrier and hit right on the arm of the ball carrier. Looked like he popped that ball loose. It didn't matter since it was 4th down anyway. Hawks take over either which way. And a big defensive stand for HMS early on in this one.
And for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, they cannot afford another turnover this time. Backed up to their own 3-yard line. Also have DJ Doyle and Mason Brinkman set out wide. They're back in the pistol formation, handing off up the middle to Camrat. He's just going to get a small gain on the play. Potentially just giving him a yard, looking at maybe a couple here. 2nd and 8.
Probably a breath of fresh air for Coach Horkey. Second play, he thought, okay, well, at least we hung on to the football this time. He'll break the huddle. Up to the line comes HMS. One split right. Nobody to the left. Under center. Sends a man in motion. They'll just run it right up the middle. Nice little run breaking through, and his camera, and he's got enough for the first down and more. Boy, he kind of snuck through that line and ended up being about 14 yards down the field before, boy, I even picked him up. First down for HMS.
A big gain on the play there. Call it about 15 yards for Camrad as the sophomore fullback filling in nicely for Keaton Graves. We're going to see if he's in uniform. He is in uniform tonight. I think he might have battled an injury that we saw back in week number 3 against South O'Brien. Last time we were here, and the Hawks with 1st and 10. They're going to hand right back out to Camrad. He has a great hold to get off the corner there, and another nice carry, this time up to right around the 22-yard line.
That was a good play call. They saw the blitz coming, and they handed that one off and blowing it right through. Well, this Camrad who picks up another first down on another 10, this time on a 10-yard carry. 28 yards here so far for him.
Yeah, he got all the way up to the 28-yard line.
Having some technical difficulties here, so Mitch will take to that. One to the right. They start a man in motion. They send him back to the far side. Here's the snap. Give up the middle. No, that's plugged up right away. Eagles read that perfectly. Stuffed him right there on the line. It'll bring up a 2nd down. Second down, 11 to go from the 27-yard line. No score here. 8 minutes to go. First half, first quarter. HMS trying to keep this offensive movement going. Picked up a couple first downs here so far. One to the far side, 2 in the backfield. Evil takes a snap, gives it off. No, he keeps it to the near side. He's got room on the outside to the 40, to the 45. He's going to go to the 50 and across midfield. And down to the 45-yard line. Now they're going to mark him out at the 47-yard line. Nice run for Evil down the right side. Nice job by him just taking that one, going with the faking that give. And boy, the Hawks' ground game is working well so far here tonight.
I think Cooper Evil might have picked up 19 yards on that one. What a great quarterback keeper. And just that triple option. They know they have their options. They're using them well here.
This time they split 2 to the far side, 1 in the backfield. Evil barking up. Here comes the defense. Flag is thrown. It's going to be a offside or false start. We'll see what they say. It's a false start on the offense. They'll lose yardage on that one. Well, that defense was coming, and I think somebody just kind of rocked a little bit in their stance thinking, look out, here they come. They'll march them back 5 yards, and it'll still be first down and 15 to go.
And just past midfield here, let's thank a couple of our sponsors for tonight. For Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, for Bank Midwest, and Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeon for our support of this coverage. 1st and 15 for the Hawks. Back in the flex bone. They're just going to give a straight, no triple option, and Evil is going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Loss of about 3.
Good read there by Blake Gant, the junior defensive lineman. Got in there and blew that one up. Now, if you're following us online, we are having some technical difficulties right now. Thanks for following online. Here we go again. Now they fake it up the middle, and boy, Giebel's just stacked up again. That one hasn't worked a couple times in a row here. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
And if you're just joining us now on Q102, very sorry for the technical difficulties once again. Hopefully we can bring you this broadcast uninterrupted from here on out as we got 3rd and 20 from the 43-yard line. Clock ticks down around 6:25, still scoreless here, and it looks like we're going to take a timeout for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Let's take one alongside with them. Back in 1 minute on Q102 and explore Okoboji.com.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Hi, this is Kayleen, the service manager at Okoboji Motor Company. 2020 has been a year of change and uncertainty. Our hours are the same, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have the same experienced staff you've learned to trust to care for your vehicle needs. We will continue to support our communities and our schools because we care about you, our customers. Our service department is constantly running specials. Check them out at okobojigmtoyota.com. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay loyal, as we will for you. Thank you. Okoboji Motor Company, Service Department.
Miscued plays. Looking at a 3rd and 20 from their own 43.
They need a big play here to extend this drive. Another triple option. They give it to their speed man on the outside, Connor Dodd. He hits the sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds right around the original line of scrimmage. He'll pick up 11, at least get up to around just about the 45, a little, not quite, to Lawton-Bronson side of the field. So from right here, probably a safe bet. They're going to send DJ Doyle out. I believe they're going to punt.
And you never know with DJ Doyle. He's gone at quarterback earlier this year. He's played multiple positions, and it's a good person to have kicking the ball because you can do some stuff with him in that midfield. You might want to take a chance or just go ahead and play that field position game because you've been on your heels this whole first quarter.
We've seen some big tackles from him in this game so far, and we know he's got quite a leg behind him as a punter for the Hawks as he receives the long snap, puts it high in the air, and fair catch. Actually, they're just going to call for it, and the ball will be downed just outside the 10. So Lawton-Bronson now going to have to drive this one nearly 90 yards down the field. We're still scoreless as the clock is stopped at 6:09. Eagles' second drive here, 1st and 10.
Another good punt. Landed inside the 10, but took a Eagles bounce and didn't get too far before the Hawks were able to down it. And this time, we'll see what the Eagles can do back deep in their own zone.
Yeah, this time they're not getting the beautiful field possession that they did last time, all the way up to the HMS 3. This time they're backed up to their own 12, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver spread. And here is the snap. It goes a little high, and the man rolling out is number 4, Hayden Dahlhauser. So maybe he's in as a little bit of a wildcat here. So we had him starting in the backfield, and I think he's just going to get back right around the line of scrimmage. Just about no gain on the play, looking at 2nd and 10.
That snap came up to his high right shoulder. I don't know if it was a designed handoff, but after it came in high and he bobbled it for a second, he just took off with it to the far side. No room over on that side. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Clock ticks at around 5.5 minutes here in quarter number 1 in week 7. Still back in the shotgun. Smith back out on the field, and he's going to go with a straight handoff up the middle. And good job once again by the defensive line. They got a little bit of push up front, but ultimately a modest gain. Eagles looking at 3rd down.
Just a power run up the middle. So far tonight, Hawks have been waiting for that. They've been clogging up that middle nicely defensively early on in this ball game.
Looking at 3rd and 8 after a gain of 2. They're going to run trips to the left side. 3 wide receivers spread out here. Maybe looking for a big passing play on 3rd and 8. Hard count, not going to do. And here is the snap. Play action. Smith drops back to pass, throws a dart to the left side, and nice pass, but right through the hands of his intended target. He wanted to go on that far side on an out route. Trying to get that number down.
Yeah, Mitch, I was showing you a number, and it was not the right number.
You were showing me the quarterback. I at least appreciate it that much. It's like Cy Hanke, a junior tight end for the Eagles, and this time they're not going to get much. And 3 down. So Lawton-Bronson just not quite getting it down out of the gates offensively.
2 3-and-outs for them so far.
And here's a low end-over-end punch that's going to be picked up by O'Connor Doddsler, just going to bounce all the way to Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn zone 49. So right about where their last drive stalled out. It's HMS already on their 3rd drive at 4:34 here in the first quarter.
I'd like to thank United Community Bank, along with Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative and Consumers Lumber Company for sponsorship of high school sports here on Q102. And Mitch, I know you're keeping stats here, and with the technical difficulties, Ebel had a run for -3. I don't know if you got that one on there, but
I believe I did. So
okay.
Right now,
man, you're so good.
I'm trying, it's just to juggle all these responses. But we are sure busy here tonight. Big thanks to Tim and Michaela as well. Just in case anything happens on Q102, you can go to our Facebook page or explore Okoboji.com or the CF video channel on your Roku. Flexbone formation, and Ebel's going to fall down, but I think he just got the handoff off to Cam right up the middle, but I think those defensive linemen swallowed that play up from the get-go for Lawton-Bronson.
They got some pretty big boys up front, do the Eagles, and both squads playing well up front here early on. We haven't seen much of the passing game out of either one. Maybe that's going to be the difference maker in tonight's game.
It looks like Lawton-Bronson was trying to get the run established early. No luck there, but for HMS, they broke off some nice plays, but they can't run into penalty trouble like they did against South O'Brien like we saw. Hard count that sends Skip off in motion, not giving, 2nd and 10. And another give off tackle to Camrad. He's going to be wrapped up early, but at least he falls forward for positive yardage. About a nice gain of about 3 there for the sophomore fullback, looking at 3rd and 7. Ball spotted up at the Lawton-Bronson 48.
Zach Verzani, a senior linebacker at 6'3", 220, just came in and blew that play up in the backfield. Luckily, they ran out a different gap. Otherwise, the Hawks would have lost some yards there.
Another 3rd down here, and Ebel gets that ball knocked right out as he tries to go for the triple option give. That was Zach Verzani making another big hit in there as he just shot through that gap and forced a fumble. And we're going to see if this one is going one way or the other.
Boy, he's quick for a big guy, and he just explodes right through there. The Hawks are going to have to do something about that, like have a running back hit that first, pick him up, and just try to block him out. HMS keeps the football, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, you called in the pregame, Tim. It's going to be big on both of these defenses trying to slow down the rush and passing attack for either side of HMS and Lawton-Bronson. So far, the defense has been impeccable tonight. 4th and 7, and here's the punt from Doyle. High end over end, and it's a good distance. It's going to be fair caught by Dahlhauser right at about the 15-yard line. So Lawton-Bronson not getting pretty field possession again. They'll set up at the 15, 1st and 10.
The only good offense we've seen so far is from HMS on some of them runs, but just can't continually keep putting them together. The Eagles haven't done much at all here offensively. 2 3-and-outs, and we'll see what they can do on their 3rd possession of the ball game. There's 2:56 remaining. No score first quarter, and it's Eagles football going right to left.
They come back down the shotgun, send 3 wide out to the far side. They have Rowe and Smith in the backfield. Here's the snap. Smith with a quick pass to the right side. He's going to hit his target. Peters tries to jitterbug around, but he's going to be brought down by Doyle. Good job for him getting the wrap-up tackle.
That was your adjective. Now you got that song stuck in my head.
Well, you could probably picture the stutter steps taken there.
Yeah, it was a good description, don't get me wrong, but now I just got jitterbug in my head. No gain on that play. Oh, no, they give him 1 on that.
Still a great tackle for Doyle to bring him down to the line of scrimmage on that screen pass. 2nd and 10. That is a very short 10.
Do the jitterbug. Handoff up the middle this time. And he's struggling for some yards. He carried the pile a little bit and moved it forward a few yards.
So Cale Jacobsma going to make the stop on that play there. And nice run there for the Eagles. Maybe a gain of around 6 yards, making it 3rd and 3.
Trying to see who that was, number 15 with the run.
Yep, Chayton Rowe on that 6-yard gain. 3rd and 3 here as the clock ticks below 1:45 here in the first quarter. Back on Q102. Still in the shotgun formation. Nice tight end set out there, and they're going to send Dahlhauser in motion. It's going to be a handoff in the middle of the row. He's going to get close to that first down marker, maybe falling over it, but stood up.
I think they're going to mark him short.
All right, stood up just a yard short. Looks like Doyle and Jacobs also got in there. Nope, they're going to say he just fell right over it. So Lawton-Bronson earns the first down. That's their first on the evening. Game on 3rd and short.
Well, they almost held him again to 3 and out, but nice little run up there. A couple power runs up the middle. Got him enough for the first down. They're on their own 25, and about a minute to go here in the first quarter.
4 wide receiver set as Smith drops back in the pocket, throws another to the near side, and he's going to be caught. Nice catch there by number 10, Adam Filippi, and he's going to fight for more yardage up to about Lawton-Bronson's own 44. A nice gain on that play.
Boy, left wide open. Looked maybe like the Hawks went into his zone because he was wide open, and he found the area out in the far flat. Caught the football, got a nice run after the catch. How many yards did you give him on that one there?
That pickup through the air around 14, maybe 15 yards, all the way up to the 44. Just a nice, easy passing catch, just a comeback route for Filippi, and he did a great job working up the field, too. 1st and 10, ball spotted at their own 44. Final play of the quarter coming up here, most likely, as it's going to be a handoff to Dahlhauser. He gets through a gap and gets tripped up and brought down by Ethan Dime, or Cooper Ebel as well. And we're going to go down right now to about 10 seconds. It looks like time is going to expire here in the first quarter. When we come back, it's going to be Lawton-Bronson's football at their own 49-yard line. As we've played 12 minutes here, and we will return in 1 minute on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com from Hartley. We're still scoreless.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. We're coming to you live tonight from HMS High School, where the Hawks and the Eagles of Lawton-Bronson are still scoreless. Heading into quarter number 2, it's going to be the Eagles football at their own 49, looking at 2nd and 6 coming up here in a moment.
Been just a defensive struggle, or not struggle, an offensive struggle for both teams. A defensive game here as both teams have looked strong defensively. They've got some offensive first downs and moved the ball a little bit, but mainly it's the defense that's been doing most of the damage here tonight for both squads.
And for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, they've had a couple of promising drives offensively after fumbling on the first play, but Ebel also got the ball just rocked right out of him. So already 2 fumbles for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn and a couple of penalties derailing another drive. But for Lawton-Bronson, looks like they're finally starting to get their feet under him here on this drive. That'll carry into the second quarter here. Connor Smith leads them back out in the field. Looks like they're going to have 4 wide receivers, and Rowe will join him in the backfield.
It might end up being field positioning on what determines the scoring tonight.
Smith looks the pass from the shotgun. He's looking downfield, and he is going to be swallowed up finally. He didn't know the pocket collapsed around him, and Cale Jacobsma sneaks up behind him and drags him down for a big sack, loss of 5.
And Dawson Skipoff also back in there.
Yeah, he did a good job stepping up in the pocket, but Cale Jacobsma, we know, is a pretty good athlete out there on that edge, and he was able to fight with his left tackle deep in the backfield. Smith stepped up right past him, didn't see, and he got taken down.
It almost looked like for a moment he could have reached out and knocked that ball away and didn't realize that the quarterback was still behind him as he was getting blocked. He freed himself up, and when he realized where he was at, that's when he could hit the quarterback.
3rd and 10. Smith looks to pass again. And he's looking deep
Whoa.
in. He gets hit again. Dawson skip off on a Texas blitz on the outside. Brings him down.
Looked like he came through there with just a forearm straight out of the way. I thought he lost a head on that. Holy smokes, he came in there and that was a hard hit. Dropped the quarterback like a bag of bricks.
He just annihilated him in the backfield. Great play by Skip Off. And once again, another defensive stand from Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, and Lawton-Bronson looking to punt. The ball's going to be kicked by Dahlhauser from right around their 25-yard line. Dodd's going to be back to receive. Nice punt. But Dodd will fumble it and more just bobble it and fall on it right around HMS's own 25. They're now moving right to left on our radio dials. 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 25.
He bobbled it, just lost his footing, and his back feet slid out from underneath him, but he still was able to corral the ball as he hit the ground. No defenders were that close around, and they'll just take over for HMS right there on their own 25. Still looking for a score in this one in the second quarter. 10:31 to go.
Great job by HMS putting pressure on Smith on that last drive. He had a lot of time to throw on his first 2 passes, but that time he had none. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Back in the flexbone formation. 2 wingbacks and a fullback as they go back to that triple option. Camrat's going to get it early and just fall forward for about a gain of 3 yards. Looking at 2nd and 7 here. Ball spotted up right around the 28-yard line. Break the huddle here, back in the flex bone from 2nd and 7. Eagles showing some pressure early, and Dodd goes in motion, but nothing on the hard count. Nothing again. And they go on 3, handoff to Camrat, and once again stuffed as it looks like a linebacker stepping up into that gap. Maybe that was Zach Verzoni again. Zach Verzani making another nice play out there. Yeah, he has some pretty good size for a middle linebacker for Lawton-Bronson, but Camrat will still pick up right around a yard. Looking at 3rd and a short 6.
Boy, you'd almost say that he's got next level size. You see that size in the college level, how big and wide that guy is.
DJ Doyle in the slot, still in the flex bone, and the play is going to be whistled dead early, and it looks like Tyler Horkey will burn a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout with him. Clock stops at 9:15 in the second quarter. HMS's ball, 3rd and 6, coming back in 30 seconds as we're still scoreless on Q102 and explore Okoboji.com.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has the football right now. Ball spotted at their own 29-yard line. 3rd and 6 coming up here. Clock stopped at 9:15. Want to give big thanks to Michael for helping us through here in the first half, plus Michaela and Tim on our video broadcast tonight. You can watch the highlights as they happen as well at ExploreOkoboji.com and our Facebook pages. It's 3rd and 6. The handoff to Camrat, and he's going to bounce off some blockers, and he is going to pick up the first down and then some, all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down, Hawks.
Ended up taking 3 defenders to finally bring him down. Nice job carrying a couple on his back, and then the third one shot in there and finished it off, but that's some good strength here by Camrat.
And he is getting already a healthy dose of carries here. Already 8. We're going to have to see what that adds up to. He's got to be right around a little less than 40 yards right now. 1st and 10. Another triple option. Ebel has some room to run as he cuts up the field. He pushes off a blocker, and he's going to be finally wrapped up and brought down. Ty Kunkel, the defensive lineman, will chase him down right around the 49-yard line, and Ebel picks up 11 again. And there's a first down, the second straight play for HMS.
They put a couple nice runs together earlier. Let's see if they can just keep it going. You don't have to get 10, 15 yards every carry. You can come out, maybe pick up a few here, pick up a few more. Just keep moving those sticks and keep getting the first down. Keep those chains moving.
Yeah, so far they've just barely gotten into Lawton-Bronson territory before getting some plays blown up. So let's hope they carry this momentum. First and 10. 8:26 on the clock. Ebel's going to drop back to pass, throws them far down the middle, and it's going to be into double coverage and broken up. He wanted to go to Dawson, skip off down that seam, and a great breakup by a couple of Lawton-Bronson Eagles.
Noah Adams both down there. There was two receivers and two defensive backs back there, both playing single coverage, but the receivers came together, so both defensive backs are right there, and it ended up being basically two against DJ Doyle.
Yeah, they like to run that pop pass, but no dice on that play as Camrat's going to head to the sidelines, I believe just catching a breather, and that'll bring Keaton Graves back out onto the field.
Not Doyle, you're right, skip off.
Second and 10. They're going to hand off. No, Ebel keeps on the triple option. He has some room to run down the far sideline to the 20. No one in front of him, and Cooper Ebel will take it into the end zone. 48-yard quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Hawks.
A beautiful fake. You thought he was going to pitch that one back. I think sort of the defense. He keeps it himself. Got around that end. Great sealed blocks on that outside, and he was just gone. He got down to about that 15-yard line, looked back, and there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him. A great run, great drive, and great first score of the game here at 8:09 in the second quarter. HMS takes a 6-0 lead.
And when we know that triple option is HMS's bread and butter, only a matter of time before they got it working. It all came perfectly on this drive, Tim. 6-0 on the scoreboard right now as they're going to try to go for two as they usually do. Back in the flex bone, Ebel's going to hand off to Graves, and he's going to be tripped up at the line of scrimmage. So the two-point conversion is no good, but the Hawks jump on the scoreboard first at 8:09. It's HMS 6, Lawton-Bronson nothing when we come back in 30 seconds on Q102 and explore Okoboji.com.
It all. I could have swore the light was green, the deer came out of nowhere, my son thought the narrow pedal was the brake. But the reason you need auto body repair doesn't matter to us. What matters is we make your car like new, and the process is easy for you. This is Casey, Collision Center Manager at Okoboji Motor Company. We bring over 45 years of experience in our department, offer free loaner vehicles, free estimates, work with all insurance companies, and handle all the paperwork. When life happens and you need collision repair, know that you can count on us, the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. HMS leads 6-0 thanks to a 48-yard touchdown run by quarterback Cooper Ebel. And DJ Doyle back to kick off from the 40. Nice line drive kick, going to be corralled by Matt Peters. Right around the 14, the Hawks are going to try to swarm after bobbling the pickup. And he's going to be dropped right there. Keaton Graves flying down the field, making the tackle. And Lawton-Bronson once again facing some tough field possession.
Just tough job picking that football up sometimes. He couldn't get his hands on it. By the time he finally did get it picked up, the Hawks are right there to smother him.
Great pursuit on special teams that time for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. And after some great defensive stops, they're going to try to keep things rolling in their favor as it's 1st and 10 on the 16 for Lawton-Bronson. 3 wide receivers set out far left side, and the lone man, Isaiah Ashley, near side. Smith from the shotgun gets the snap, looking to pass. It's going to be a quick one to the far side to Dahlhauser on a screen, and he will be dropped. Cooper Ebel, great pursuit in the tackle.
How much better did the Hawks look from what we saw earlier in the season? They're swarming to the football. They're reading the plays nicely. It's neat to see how much a team comes along throughout the season, and they're playing pretty good football right now, and they need to keep it rolling.
They've been playing good football right now, and they're also coming into tonight's contest on a 3-game winning streak, handily taking care of some district opponents, but we still got a lot of ball game in this one. Got to stay focused against a good Lawton-Bronson team this year. It's 2nd and 7 after the pickup of 3. Smith still back to pass. A quick comeback route. Nice catch there by Austin Feddersen. A little behind him, but he makes the nice catch for a short gain, looking at 3rd and short.
He did a nice catch, and when saying that, what you're saying is, at least to me, he reached out with his hands and caught the football, not letting it come into his body. He had to reach back for that one. Caught it very nice with his hands. Didn't worry about picking up any extra yards. Just made the play. Got the yardage. And now it sets up a short 3rd and 1 for him.
Pick up 6 through the air that time. Lawton-Bronson trying to convert on 3rd down. Haven't had the best luck yet, and it looks like a timeout will be taken by Lawton-Bronson on the field. It's 3rd and 1 at 6:51 left in the first half. And we will come back in 30 seconds on Q102 and exploreokoboji.com.
Heard it all. I could have swore the light was green. The deer came out of nowhere. My son thought the narrow pedal was the brake. But the reason you need auto body repair doesn't matter to us. What matters is we make your car like new, and the process is easy for you. This is Casey, Collision Center Manager at Okoboji Motor Company. We bring over 45 years of experience in our department, offer free loaner vehicles, free estimates, work with all insurance companies, and handle all the paperwork. When life happens and you need collision repair, know that you can count on us, the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company.
Welcome back to Q102 and Explore. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here. Maybe just a matter of inches for Lawton-Bronson. Coming out of their own timeout. They still have 2 left in this first half. And for Smith, he's going to hand off on the first play right up the middle by Hayden Dahlhauser.
3rd and 1 play there for Lawton-Bronson, and it looks like they got just enough for the first down.
Maybe about a yard or 2 there, but it was not a very long yard they needed. So they're going to extend this drive. Ball spotted back at their own 27. 1st and 10. It's still Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn in front of Lawton-Bronson 6-0 here in week number 7. Final regular season game, and the home field advantage of District 1 in Class A on the line between 2 of the top-ranked top of the standings in this district. Smith is going to let it fly deep down the left side, and it is going to be caught. What a pass and what a catch. Connor Smith is going to hook up all the way down to the 40-yard line. Matt Peters on the fly.
Right down that far sideline, and just a beautiful pass. The coverage was not bad. It was right there, but that pass over the shoulder was just perfect. He reached out. He had a full arm length reach out to grab that football. He did just that, pulls it in. A great pass, great catch. 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Eagles. It's on the 40 of the Hawks.
Hooking up for 33 yards through the air, and they're going to come back out in the pistol formation. Smith this time going to hand off to number 8 in the backfield, Braden Williams, and he's not going to get much. Lance Barron stepping up, making a great play, and who else but Travis Camrad? He has been all over the field, that linebacker, tonight.
Talk about the big size for the Eagles. HMS, not too small themselves. Lance Barron's a big kid. He's just a sophomore at 6'3", 217. Really fills things up on that line.
They drop him for a loss of 2 on Williams' first carry tonight. Just a sophomore. 2nd and 12 here. Smith trying to get some assignments here to Matt Peters at that slot back position. And here we go from the shotgun. Smith looks to pass again. He wants to go deep. He's going to air it out, and this is going to be caught by Matt Peters in double coverage. He makes a great jump and comes down with the football.
You know, Mitch, I was looking downfield trying to find out, watching the receivers. It looked like a pass for sure to me. And I'm watching downfield. It looked to me like it was all covered downfield, and he tossed it up, and I think DJ Doyle maybe got caught with his eyes in the backfield rather than staying on the defender, and the offensive player slipped between him and another defender, found himself open enough, and winning that jump ball battle.
Smith goes to one of his favorite targets. Not hard to see why he trusts him. Just a jump ball. He played it perfectly, and they're down to the 13 following another 29-yard hookup. Man in motion. He's going to hit Dahlhauser in motion, and on the far side, Dahlhauser is going to spin around and walk into the end zone for a Lawton-Bronson touchdown. HMS calling for a penalty, but I don't think they're going to get it. A well-drawn-up play by Lawton-Bronson. Dahlhauser in motion, and he follows blockers, makes a man miss, and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Great little screen pass down that line, and Hawks didn't pick up on it, and as he got hit, he did a nice little spin, tossed the defender, and basically walked into the end zone. We're even at 6.
13-yard passing touchdown as they're going to bring the offensive unit back out of the field, try to make it an 8-6 score.
A 7-6 score. Oh, no, they're going for 2. You're right. 8-6. Okay.
In the backfield, he's going to go play action, looking in this corner of the end zone, throws a dart and caught. Matt Peters makes another great grab, and it's Lawton-Bronson taking their first lead of the game at 4:37 left here in the first half.
Those passes are crisp, the catches are smooth, and that's a good-looking drive for the Eagles there. Finally get their first score of the game.
Lawton-Bronson now leads HMS 8-6 when we come back in 30 seconds on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
To heavy jobs and major projects, turn to the pros at Raveling Incorporated in Melvin. They have powerful hydraulic cranes to give you the lift you need with cranes from 30 to 300 tons with 320-foot tip height. Raveling also has forklifts, industrial and heavy equipment movers with specialized trailers. Call 712-736-2596 for service in Esterville, Emmitsburg, Algona, Spencer, and Storm Lake areas. Call Rick at 712-209-0190. Raveling Incorporated, serving the area for 41 years, Melvin, Iowa.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. Lawton-Bronson going to be kicking off here after a 13-yard passing touchdown from Connor Smith to Hayden Dahlhauser on a well-drawn-up play. HMS with 1 timeout and 4:37 to go to try to retake the lead before the end of the first half. It's going to be Dahlhauser kicking off from his own 40. Low line drive kick, and it's going to go out of bounds and an illegal procedure on the play.
Not a bad kick if he would have just kept it on the field because it was spinning every which direction.
Yeah, it's sliced to the right, so
look at my golf hit.
Make a man think, and so far those kicks have worked very nicely on both ends of the ball.
That's some scores around town. Spencer over Sergeant Bluff Luton 14-3, and Spirit Lake up on Garner Hayfield Ventura 14-0. That's in the second quarter. Emmitsburg up 7-0 over Western Christian, and Algona up 16-0 over Okoboji.
Thank you for those updates, Tim. It's 1st and 10. HMS ball spot at their own 35. Trailing now by 2, and they had a magnificent drive of their own. Capped off on a 48-yard run by Ebel for 6. They're going to send Dodd in motion. Ebel keeps it, and he's going to just fall forward for a small gain, and he's going to be wrapped up early on that play. Not much going there, and I believe that was Blake Gant chasing down Ebel from behind. And they're not going to give him a yard on that one. Still second and a short 10 at least. Back in the flex bone, 2 wide receivers on both sides. Skip off in motion, but Ebel's going to want to go deep. He airs it out, and it's caught by Noah Adams at the 30. No one in front of him, and another Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn touchdown.
Great over-the-shoulder catch. He came back to his back shoulder. The defender thought he had it. Adams ripped it away, and by the time the defender was able to try to recover, Adams was gone. Another huge play here tonight, and boy, this went from a defensive slugfest to a passing showcase, if you will.
Cooper Ebel, 64 yards through the air. Dropped an absolute dot, and Noah Adams just took it the rest of the way. Nobody in front of him. And a magnificent play for HMS to quickly retake the lead here at 3:57. They're going to try to get the 2-point conversion this time after being held short. Another triple option. Ebel's going to try to dive for the goal line. He gets it. At 3:57, it is now HMS 14, Lawton-Bronson 8, with just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. We'll come back in 1 minute on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
Insurance is all about relationships. It's built on trust and getting to know our clients. We want to know about you.
We try to sell more than just a policy. In essence, we're selling ourselves, and in that regard, I feel we have a very good product.
You might say, well, everybody has people, but we have people. And we have people who love their jobs and are passionate about what they do.
The producer or the accounting department or the receptionist at the desk, they want to see that customer taken care of.
And as flags get thrown for the end of that play on all sides of that field. And it's going to be a block in the back against Lawton-Bronson, so push them back even further. But finally, Tim, in the second quarter here, the offenses are starting to wake up as we have seen 3 consecutive scores.
Well, the offense is either waking up or the defense is starting to fall asleep. It seems like when their teams are trying to run the ball, they weren't getting much. Now they start going through the air, and the next thing you know, it's just a fireworks show out here.
And nonetheless, we have seen some big plays break off here on these past 3 drives. Following a 64-yard passing touchdown, Cooper Ebel to Noah Adams. And the scrambling quarterback shows that he's got quite an arm for a young quarterback.
Yeah, that pass was just a dime.
1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. As Connor Smith tries to rally the troops here, he'll send Dahlhauser in motion and drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket as he is going to be dropped by Lance Behrens. Wraps him up early and swallows him for a sack.
Well, Behrens in there, and also
Cale Jacobs from the other side. So Smith, I think he saw some ghosts early as those defensive end were just closing in on him. He had nowhere to go.
And that's what those hosses need to do when the quarterback's going back to pass. You got to get in there, get pressure, not allow him to hit these receivers. As we've seen, he's definitely got a good arm, and the receivers got good hands in this one for the Eagles.
Yeah, so far he is 6 of 7 passing, so he is not going to miss much. As good play calling so far from Lawton-Bronson, but Smith is going to need some more protection. This time he's going to hand off to Williams as he's going to find a hole and make a nice cut for a modest gain here, right about to Lawton-Bronson's own 18-yard line. Back to about the original line of scrimmage, pick up a 5. Maybe give him 6 on that. Good run.
You said the good stats for passing, but there's also a few sacks mixed in there that the Hawks have been able to get in there and disrupt that passing game. So even when if he's got time to pass, he's hitting his guys. If you can drop them, well, it's hard to complete a pass when you're getting knocked on your back.
So let's see if HMS could keep up the pressure here. 2:28 on the clock left in the first half. 3rd and 9 for Lawton-Bronson from the shotgun. Smith takes the snap and drops back. He's flushed out early, and Keaton Graves wraps him up and brings him down. Another Hawks sack.
Just a blitz off the end. Graves came blowing through, and nobody expected him to be there, especially the quarterback. And Smith went, whoa, where'd he come from? And that was Graves just a rocket in that backfield. Did a good job, too. When he got to Smith, he didn't just lunge at him or anything and let Smith make a move. He slowed himself down just enough, got a hold of that jersey, just twisted Smith around and got him down, brings up 4th down.
He jumped the gap beautifully that time, disguised the blitz, and he just went in the backfield untouched. Connor Smith with no help up front on that drive. It's 4th and 20. Dahlhauser going to have to punt out of his own end zone here. And it's blocked by Behrens out of the back of the end zone. And that is 2 points for the Hawks. A safety on the block punt, and the Hawks still get the football.
Oh, man. Behrens blowing it up. Boy, this defensive line for the Hawks is playing well tonight, and there's a good example. It was about the 5th guy on defense that has done a nice play. Behrens getting in there with his height, able to get his hands up and just block that with ease. Deflected right out of the back of the end zone. Coach Horkey jumps up, gives him a chest bump as he gets to the sideline, along with the rest of that defensive unity. He's slapping them all in the head. He's feeling good, and so are the Hawks, who now lead it by 8, 16-8. Only a minute 32 to go in this first half, but boy, they just keep scoring.
Dahlhauser didn't have much room to make that punt, and Behrens played it perfectly, making the block punt. At a minute 32, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn leads 16-8. Let's go ahead and keep it here. And Tim, if you'd like to do the honors and thank some more of our local sponsors.
Thank Fiesta Foods and Savings Bank of Hartley, along with Trimers Insurance. Thanks for sponsoring games here on Q102.
Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn going to get the football back at a minute 32, one timeout. And we know that they're making some big plays here tonight. Their past two scoring positions, going from 48 on a run from Ebel, and then Ebel with a 64-yard touchdown pass to Noah Adams. And they're not going to kick it here. They're going to have to punt it from about their own 20. So HMS in really good situation to head into halftime with a lot of momentum.
We'll see with a kick return.
Oh, no, they are going to kick it. All right, so Dahlhauser's going to tee it up. Dodd, the lone man set deep back. He has Skip off and Camrat right in front of him.
He's sitting up at about his 31-32 area. His own 31 or 32.
Dahlhauser try to give this one a big boot, and he does, right down Broadway and taken by Dodd at the 35, and he's getting up the field, gets hit early, shakes off a tackler, still on his feet, and he keeps the legs pumping past midfield into Lawton-Bronson territory. He's brought down right around the 47.
17-yard return. Nice job by him. Like you said, he got hit, shook off a tackler, and able to keep his feet, keep himself upright, keep moving, and finally got taken down. A good effort by him.
HMS starting to get a lot of momentum on their side following that Ebel touchdown pass, and Lance Barron's blocking the punt for a safety. It's 16-8. Hawks going to set up shop, 1st and 10. But Horky saying get on the line as the clock ticks at 5 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion as Ebel's dropped back. He is flushed out of the pocket. He's going to drop a nice touch pass. Caught by Connor Dodd. Brought down right around the 22-yard line. And HMS with one play is knocking on the door of the Eagles' red zone.
Ebel had thoughts in that backfield to tuck it and run it or not, and he wasn't sure. And he almost got hit, eluded a tackler. And then as he came out of that, he looked downfield and went, well, what the heck? I got a guy wide open if I can just teardrop one in there. And he does exactly that. He didn't get out of bounds. The clock's still running. 1:08 to go.
Ebel with a quick snap. He'll keep it on the triple option. He has some blockers as he cuts it upfield. Tackled at around the 10. And a pickup of 12 and another fresh set of downs for the Hawks.
Faked it to the inside, took it to the outside. The Hawks will, I thought they were going to burn a timeout here. 1 minute to play here. First half, 16-8. HMS leading.
I believe they're just going to keep it rolling here.
Clock. Go ahead. They're deep.
Clock ticks at 55 seconds. Hawks inside the 10. Ebel cuts it up. Has some great blocking on that triple option. He'll be brought down right around the 3-yard line.
I was going to say they probably want to take a little time off this clock and not give Lawton-Bronson the ball back with too much time. We've seen how explosive they can be, so they just let that run, and then they run it again. This time a timeout does get taken, but the ball is down deep. They say officially marked down at the 4-yard line down there.
Let's go ahead and keep it right here. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn going to be coming out of this timeout quickly as just trying to stop the clock at 45 seconds. HMS knocking on the door here. 2nd and goal from the 4.
That's true. We don't want to miss anything here, so we'll just say thanks to a few other of our sponsors like Prince Insurance, Hartley Hometown Pharmacy, MHR Insurance, and Northwest Bank. Thanks for sponsoring high school sports here on Q102. Oh, fun game here so far, Mitch.
Yeah, big plays are really starting to pay off, and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn still trying to fight for home field advantage with the playoffs starting next Friday. And a good thing, Tim, for everybody, season's not over for us, as we also, season's not over for any teams here. Everybody at least gets one playoff game in this, quite easily, you could have guessed, a unique season. Only 7 regular season games, but Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn looking to get to 5-2 and really cap off a good year, and still a very young team at that. 2nd and 4 in the flexbone formation. Ebel under center. Man in motion and the hard count. That's going to send Verzani on that credit card alignment. He just blows through his gap, but no snap. And that's going to put Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn right on the 1-yard line.
They move to the 1, or they'll just go half?
Yeah, they go
to
half.
The 2.
All right. So
which is the 2-yard penalty, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you're that much closer.
Not a bad call there to take the hard snap either way. They just give themselves 2 extra yards there. 2nd and 2 from the 2. He will check his defenders. Man in motion. The give to Camrat, and he will punch it in for a rushing touchdown from 2 yards out. And the Hawks extend their lead, 22-8. Extra point ensuing.
Verzini was trying to guess again, and he guessed to the left of the center, coming up the middle, and the ball went the other side. Or he guessed to the right of the center. Runner came to the left, and another touchdown. Boy, this is the lead's gotten pretty nice here for HMS, but they'll be kicking off in the second half.
Now all this scoring coming here in the second quarter, and it's funny to notice too, Tim, they had the ball first and they fumbled on the very first play of the game. Ebel drops back to pass for the 2-point conversion. Wants Doyle in the corner, and he will not get it. Led him a little too much, but also great coverage that time. In the corner by Lawton-Bronson's man, number 22, Isaiah Ashley. So at 42 seconds left in the first half, it's HMS 22, Lawton-Bronson 8. When we come back in 30 seconds on Q102 and explore Okoboji.com.
Flex your personality, self-confidence, joy, and is the first thing people notice when they see you. Trust the professionals at Van Hofwagen and Munter Family Dentistry to improve and maintain your dental health. Call them at 728-2230 or go to SpencerDentist.com. Van Hofwagen and Munter Family Dentistry in Hartley and Spencer, proud to support our local athletes.
For the freshest meat selection and best value in the area, head to Fiesta Foods in Hartley. Go to FiestaFoodsHartley.com and click on register. There you can sign up to have a weekly ad and box beef prices emailed directly to you. Find the best cuts of quality meat at Fiesta Foods in Hartley and FiestaFoodsHartley.com. One more drive here. Lawton-Bronson will receive the football as Doyle kicks it off. A flutter squib kick right down the middle. Going to be picked up by Dahlhauser. He's going to bring it, following up some blockers, all the way to about the 35-yard line. Lawton-Bronson will set up shop there with about 37 seconds left on the clock and still 2 timeouts.
Boy, if you're the coach, Coach Lloyd, for Lawton-Bronson, how much of a chance do you take here? Do you try to launch one downfield and get a score before half, or you just play it safe and lick your wounds as you head into halftime? We'll see here momentarily.
And so far, Smith has showed that he can throw the deep ball. But throws a good football as well. But he doesn't have a whole lot of time at his back, and protection hasn't quite been in his favor on the pass drive, but he's going to drop back to pass, 1st and 10. He rolls out to his left. Still under pressure. He's just going to throw this one out of bounds. That'll just waste 7 seconds off the clock. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 2.
Pressure being applied by Behrens. Again, he flushed him out, got him to run against the grain of his throwing arm, and didn't really have anything over there, so just threw it out of bounds, played it safe. A nice, smart decision on his part, but good pursuit by Behrens.
So 2nd and 10, and once again, just some great defensive plays by HMS here in the first half. Hopefully they can carry that forward into the second half. Smith still in the shotgun. Still 4 wide receivers, 2 on either side. And Smith fumbles the snap, and he is going to have his knee down, and the play will be stopped right there. Smith is going to lose some yards.
Well, they're going to pay attention to that. Clock's still running.
They still have a timeout here, but I think maybe
he fumbled the ball and had his knee on the ground. That basically downing it, but the clock is still running. It's under 10. They're just going to let that go out. And at halftime, and HMS is going to be leading.
Well, all right, a very good first half as it started to play on there. A great second quarter for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. They're going to head into halftime with a 22-8 lead. When we come back, we'll have our halftime analysis as well as the halftime report from Scott Nolte. Plus, he also caught up with HMS volleyball coach Cheryl Cruz, so be sure to stick around. That interview is coming up next, and we will return in 2 minutes on Q102 and explore Okoboji.com.
Heard it all. I could have swore the light was green, the deer came out of nowhere, my son thought the narrow pedal was the brake. But the reason you need auto body repair doesn't matter to us. What matters is we make your car like new, and the process is easy for you. This is Casey, Collision Center Manager at Okoboji Motor Company. We bring over 45 years of experience in our department, offer free loaner vehicles, free estimates, work with all insurance companies, and handle all the paperwork. When life happens and you need collision repair, know that you can count on us, the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest, member FDIC.
Support your local community and independently owned Hartley Hometown Pharmacy. Shopping locally at Hartley Hometown Pharmacy means keeping the money in the community with tax income and supporting the local workforce and suppliers. Hartley Hometown Pharmacy, located at Fiesta Foods in Hartley.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires. Cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
A smile reflects your personality, self-confidence, joy, and is the first thing people notice when they see you. Trust the professionals at Van Hofwagen and Munter Family Dentistry to improve and maintain your dental health. Call them at 728-2230 or go to SpencerDentist.com. Van Hofwagen and Munter Family Dentistry in Hartley and Spencer, proud to support our local athletes.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. I'm Mitch Kieran, tonight joined by the great Tim Peterson, your Q102 fall sports duo this fall, as that actually worked out pretty nicely in our favor. But also, Tim, it looks like it's homecoming night here at HMS.
I do not have a date.
I'm very sorry.
No, that's just fine. I'm probably going to be pretty creepy.
Nonetheless, it's still a beautiful night for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn here. Just about temperatures riding around the lower 70s right now, I want to say. So definitely unseasonably warm here in early October. But we are in week number 7, the final regular season game of Iowa high school football here. Right now, it's HMS leading Lawton-Bronson 22-8. As Lawton-Bronson had the lead in Class A District 1 of the 4-1 overall record and currently unbeaten at 3-0 in the district. But Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn at 4-2 overall, 3-1 in the district. So still playing for that home field advantage tonight, and what a half it turned into there for the Hawks on just a lot of things consecutively happening in their favor. If you'd like to take us through that scoring summary in the first half.
Cooper Ebel in that second quarter got a nice run for the touchdown, 48-yard run, and then it was a pass for Lawton-Bronson, Smith to Dahlheiser. That was a 13-yard touchdown pass, and they converted for the 2-point conversion, so they led 8-6 at that point. And then a passing play. Ebel to Adams went 64 yards for the score. 2-point conversion was successful, and HMS Hawks took the lead back 14-8. And then Barons blocks a punt. Sent it through the back of the end zone with 1:32 remaining in the first half. Made it score 16-8. And then another running touchdown. Let's see, and that was
Travis Camrat, the fullback.
Camrat, yep. Sorry, can't read my writing. And
that's my writing.
Nobody else can see. They made it 22-8 at the half here, and then a good defensive stand there at the very end. So Lawton didn't move the football, couldn't get anything going, and couldn't answer back right before half. Nice job by this HMS defensively and stopping any running, forcing the passing, but also getting pressure when the Eagles have decided to pass. The Hawks themselves also a good job running the ball, mixing in the pass, and they've got big plays on both sides of that, and that's a good first half for the HMS Hawks.
Without a doubt there, Tim, 22-8 the score. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn leading Lawton-Bronson as the two top teams in this district square off tonight on Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn's Peterson Field.
Great name.
Absolutely. And looking to build off on homecoming greatly here. But before we go into our halftime show, brought to you by the Okoboji Motor Company Service Department and Collision Center, Tim, would you like to take us through some local scores?
Sure, these are not necessarily at the half yet. I see somewhere in the second quarter like Spirit Lake and Garner Hayfield Ventura, 21-0 Spirit Lake leading that one. Spencer trailing Sergeant Bluff Luton 17-14. That's showing second quarter. 23-7 Algona leading Okoboji. That still shows first quarter. I can't believe that to be true. And then Emmetsburg and Western Christian 7-0 at the half there. And that's all I got for you right now.
Well, all right. That's good. As hoping for the best for the rest of our area teams. I don't believe Harris Lake Park picked up a Week 7 opponent from the looks of it. But we're going to go ahead and carry on here with our halftime show brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company Service Department and Collision Center. Stick around for Scott Nolte as he has an interview with HMS volleyball coach Cheryl Cruz next, followed by the halftime reports. And we'll come back for the second half of Week 7 of Iowa High School football, coming to you live tonight from Hartley, Iowa on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
This is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
Joining us right now from Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn Volleyball, Cheryl Cruz. And Cheryl, thank you so much for taking some time to join us.
You bet. Thank you for having me.
Cheryl, let's talk about this week for HMS Volleyball. Let's go back to Tuesday when you took on Harris Lake Park and you won that one 3-1. Good victory to start off the week.
Yeah, it was an excellent victory. Girls came out and played really hard. HLP gave us a battle pretty much all the way through the match, and nice to come out with a win on that one.
Yeah, it was really close in most of those 4 games there, and you need those types of games to know what you have to do to overcome those types of opponents. And HLP, you'll see them in the postseason as well.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Monday the 19th, we'll host them at HMS, and based on what we saw in that first matchup, our tournament game obviously will be a good matchup also. So we'll look forward to the challenge that night.
Then on Thursday night, Rems and St. Mary's, and lost that one 3-0. What did you take away from last night?
You know, our girls, the whole week have really worked hard at competing, and I did feel like we competed really well last night. Score was 3-0, but I got to give credit to St. Mary's. They just covered the floor really well last night, and I kind of felt like every time we would kind of try to get an edge, they just had something to throw back at us, and no matter what we gave them, they just kind of took it right back out of us last night, so credit to them.
It was close, 23, 18, and 15 in those 3 losses, so it was a close one there. Now let's focus on a very busy schedule next week, and things get started on Monday with Hinton.
Yeah, Hinton will be a tough contest for us. Always, they're in that top part of the conference, and I know they're a well-rounded team. So, look forward to the challenge come next week.
And then Tuesday at MMCRU?
Yep, Tuesday will be more of the same. MMCRU also is a very well-rounded team. They've had a great season going so far. And then we finish out Thursday with Akron. Akron we have actually seen once this season, right in the very first night of season. They got us in a couple close games that night, but we definitely look forward to the rematch to finish our week next week.
And Cheryl, very busy week next week, and all 3 with some pretty good road trips.
Yeah, it'll be a challenge for us by the end of the week, but told the girls just take it one day at a time, and we'll make it.
Sounds good. All right, Cheryl. Well, thank you so much for the comments. We appreciate that, and best of luck next week in your volleyball action.
You bet. Thanks for having me on. I always appreciate you guys and your coverage of our ball games.
Yep, you bet. Thank you. That is Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn volleyball coach Cheryl Cruz.
Trimers Insurance Agency Incorporated of Hartley is a proud sponsor of the HMS Hawks. Let the team at Trimers Insurance take the worry out of your life. Call Trimers Insurance today at 1-800-865-1761. At your service for over 100 years.
It is halftime for Week 7 of the Iowa High School football season and also the regular season finale as we get ready for postseason next week. I'm Scott Nolte with your halftime report. Let's take a look at area matchups tonight on KUOO Spirit Lake at Garner Hayfield Ventura. On Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com live video, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn home to Lawton-Bronson. On Y100, Western Christian at Emmetsburg. Those matchups going on tonight across our family of stations. Other games going on tonight. Spencer at Sergeant Bluff Luton, Okoboji at Algona, Cherokee at Esterville Lincoln Central, Sibley Ocheyedan at West Sioux, Hinton at Sioux Central, Southeast Valley at Pocahontas area. A couple of 8-man games going on tonight. New Ofonda at Grettinger Terre Ruth Van Ayrshire, River Valley at West Bend Mallard. After all the games are done, make sure you tune in to KUOO right around 10 o'clock for the Iowa High School Scoreboard Show with scores and highlights from across the state. And no longer do you have to wait up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to find out pairings for the postseason football season. Tomorrow around noon, the Iowa High School Athletic Association will be releasing the playoff format and playoff pairings on their website. That's tomorrow around noon. Radio Iowa released their latest Iowa High School football poll on Monday, and in 8-man football, Don Bosco number 1, Remsen St. Mary's 2, Audubon 3, Newell Fonda 7. In Class A, Grundy Center is number 1, West Hancock number 5, 1A, OABCIG number 1, Emmetsburg 3, Southeast Valley 4, South Central Calhoun 8. In 2A, PCM Monroe number 1, West Lyon 3, Central Lyon George Little Rock 4. Those two teams match up tonight, by the way. In Class 3A, Dallas Center Grimes is number 1, Sergeant Bluff Luton number 8, and in 4A, Southeast Polk is number 1 with Sioux City East number 9. Let's move on to the standings as we head into the regular season finale tonight. And let's start off in 8-man District 1. Overall, Remsen St. Mary's is 5-0, Newell Fonda 5-1, Harris Lake Park 4-2, Kingsley Pearson 3-3, GTRA 1-4, West Bend Mallard 1-5, River Valley 0-5. In Class A District 1, Lawton-Bronson is 4-1, Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn is 4-2. Those two teams on Q102 tonight. South O'Brien is 3-3, Galen Catholic 2-3, Akron Westfield and MMCRU both 1-5. 1A District 1, Emmetsburg is 5-0 atop their district. A win tonight against Western Christian and they would be district champs. Sibley Ocheyedan is 4-1, West Sioux 4-2, Western Christian 3-3, Sioux Central 2-4, Hinton 0-4. In 2A District 2, Esterville Lincoln Central overall is 4-1, Spirit Lake is 3-2, Garner Hayfield Ventura 3-3, Algona 2-3, Cherokee 1-2, Okoboji 1-5. However, in the district, Spirit Lake is undefeated. A win tonight for Spirit Lake, and they would be the outright 2A District 2 champs. And in 3A District 1, Sergeant Bluff Luton is 5-1, Boyden Hall Rock Valley 4-2, Spencer 4-2, Storm Lake 2-4, Bishop Heelan 1-5, Lamar's 0-5. Updated standings. Taking a look at the high school schedule for tomorrow, a couple of Saturday volleyball tournaments, including the Harris Lake Park team hosting their volleyball tournament in Lake Park, and Esterville Lincoln Central and West Bend Mallard volleyball teams at North Iowa tomorrow. Coming up in the Great Plains Athletic Conference tomorrow for football, Hastings will be at Midland, Jamestown at Dort, Briar Cliff at Morningside. Just 3 games scheduled in the Big 12 tomorrow, including Texas Tech at Iowa State. That's a 2:30 start. Red River Shootout is tomorrow with Texas versus Oklahoma, and the other game has Kansas State at TCU. A quick look at professional sports tonight. Major League Baseball, Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees tied at 2 games apiece. This is Game 5. The winner advances to the ALCS to take on Houston. In the NBA tonight, LA Lakers, Miami Heat matchup in Game 5. The Lakers lead that one 3-1. And a reminder coming up on Sunday night on Extreme Country 105.7, Minnesota takes on Seattle. Pregame will start at 6, kickoff right around 7:20 on Sunday night. That's your halftime report for Week 7. We'll send it back to your game right after this.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. I'm Mitch Kieran, tonight joined by Tim Peterson, as well as Tim Soper on the video and Michaela on the broadcast. Big thanks to them for all their great work at the first half, and big thanks to Michael for doing the hard work, keeping us on the air. Just a big thanks for all the great work he's done for us for this football season so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stats as we still have a few moments before the start of the second half here. Still, it's HMS out in front of Lawton-Bronson 22-8 in a battle of the top two teams in Class A District 1 in the standings as of right now. For HMS, they had 232 yards of total offense unofficially from that first half. I had Travis Camrat, the fullback for the Hawks, with 9 carries, picking up 44 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. And Cooper Ebel really made some big plays happen in that first half of play. 2 of 3 through the air for 90 yards, 1 passing touchdown, and on 6 carries, he picked up 87 rushing yards. Imagine 87 rushing touchdowns.
That score would be a lot different, yeah.
Absolutely. But 87 yards on 6 carries. A big chunk of that thanks to a rushing touchdown, good for 48 yards. As we still have a few minutes here. What a wonderful performance from the band at halftime here for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn. Still homecoming week here in Hartley. And the Hawks hoping to cap it off with a great victory here that would give them the home field advantage heading into playoffs starting next Friday. If we want to now.
Well, Yankees and Tampa Bay in baseball, if you're interested in that score, 1-1. But the Yankees, I believe, are threatening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pushing a game 5 there, so good matchup there in MLB playoffs.
Still only 2 teams left going in the 5. You know, the winner of this moves on, and all the other ones didn't last 5 games. This one did. That's in the top of the 6th anyway.
Not just that, I believe also a game 5 of the NBA Finals tonight. I'm not sure that got underway yet, but it's the Los Angeles Lakers and the Miami Heat. As well as around our family of stations at halftime, we had a 7-0 score. Emmitsburg out in front of Western Christian. That game heard tonight on Y100. And over on KUOO, Spirit Lake is on the road. JJ and Clyde having the call of the Indians and the Cardinals at halftime. It was Spirit Lake 21-0 as Spirit Lake right now in the driver's seat on their way to a first-round bye. And big thanks to Tim here for getting us to some more halftime scores from around the area. Alto Aurelia at halftime leads North Union 13-6. St. Edmund on top of Bishop Garrigan 35-7 at halftime. Esteville Lincoln Central looking pretty sharp over Cherokee 42-0. We have Newell Fonda, an 8-man on top of GTRA. Still in the second quarter, looks like 41-0. 23-7, Algona still leads Okoboji. Sioux Center on top of Unity Christian. That's a good matchup, 14-6 at the half. At halftime, we have Sioux Central 20, Hinton 6. South O'Brien looks like they do lead Galen Catholic currently at halftime, 18-6. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the district is going to line up following tonight. Should HMS still hold on to this lead throughout the second half. Also around the area, Sheldon on top of MLC Floyd Valley 14-7. Lamar's leading Bishop Heelan Catholic 6-0 at the halftime. Spencer ties it up with Sergeant Bluff Luton at 17. And also on one of our Minnesota area stations on KKOJ, Larson with the coverage. Oh, that is volleyball. I got ahead of myself there, but still there is Blue Earth area at Jackson County Central on our Minnesota sister station, KKOJ. That one covered by Lee Larson. So big thanks and a busy Friday night of football we have in store for us. So, Tim, once again, as the teams come back out on the field and finish up getting ready for this second half, what were some good things you saw from that first half?
A final Friday night for the regular season here in Iowa, but good things I saw was, you expected Lawton-Bronson to come out passing. They didn't do so much of that, but it didn't work out for them. When they switched the pass, it worked well for them. But when HMS started getting pressure, it helped prevent anything good happening for the Eagles. So HMS has got to keep that pressure going. I said that from the outset, that they got to pressure the quarterback when he drops a pass, and it worked when they did get pressure on him. For the Hawks offensively, they've done a good job mixing the run and the pass. They've been successful with both. Both haven't worked out so well, but they've been able to put it enough together and keep things rolling. I'd say they're pretty successful tonight on it. I mean, some plays don't work that happens. They did enough. They've got enough plays to click, and they're looking good right now, especially even getting a special teams play with that block punt to make it a safety and get that 22-8 lead.
Yeah, just really quick, want to give a big another halftime report. Blue Earth area is on top of Jackson County Central 30-6. But like you were mentioning, Tim, just great effort all around, great energy from that HMS defense as that second quarter carried on. Let's take a look at some Lawton-Bronson numbers. 16 total rushing yards, and they ran the ball 13 times. So that is just great gap containment, and that is just having your defenders follow their assignments, just really holding them at will and at bay in that first half. But for Connor Smith, obviously when he has protection, he is looking very good throwing the ball. 6 of 8 through the air, 99 yards, and that one touchdown to Hayden Dahlhauser in the first half. That's the lone score from Lawton-Bronson. So we still just have a few more moments here. We're just about getting set here. HMS is going to have to kick off.
They extended this halftime a little bit because of homecoming. They introduced the king and queen and the candidates and everything with that band playing. They've extended the halftime by a few minutes here, so we still have 2.5 minutes to go before we get the second half kicked off.
Well, all right, let's go ahead and take a quick break once more. When we come back, we will have the start of the second half from HMS's homecoming game in week number 7, the final regular season game of Iowa high school football. Scoreboard still reads HMS 22 and Lawton-Bronson 8. As we have second half straight ahead in 1 minute on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Insurance Agency Incorporated of Hartley is a proud sponsor of the HMS Hawks. Let the team at Trimers Insurance take the worry out of your life. Call Trimers Insurance today at 1-800-865-1761. At your service for over 100 years.
Hi, this is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
Stop by Corn-Fed Cricket for caribou coffee, specialty drinks, lemonades, scones, caramel rolls, muffins, and more. They also offer a unique collection of vintage furniture and one-of-a-kind treasures. Open 6:30 to 9:30ish, Tuesday through Friday mornings, Saturdays 9 to 3, and before HMS football games 5:30 to 7. Corn-Fed Cricket, Highway 18 in Hartley.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
And we're just about finally set here for the start of the second half. Tim Peterson, why don't you repaint this picture in front of us tonight?
Well, first, second half, some of the sponsors for that is Raveling Incorporated, Smolik Law Office, and who else should we pick here? Snyder's Auto Care.
There are many great sponsors supporting HMS athletic coverage this fall season.
We'll get to more of them here as we go on, but second half just about to get started. 22-8 HMS leading over at Lawton-Bronson. Left to right, HMS will be kicking off. DJ Doyle will go back to kick. Once again, HMS in the maroon jerseys, tops, gold pants, gold numbers. Left to right, they'll kick off to the white with black pants. Second half just about underway, and here comes the boom.
Just a short kickoff from Doyle, but a great reaction from the HMS faithful as being just walloped right around the 32-yard line. Not getting much on that return for Lawton-Bronson was Matt Peters, number 1.
Low line drive kick that he caught in the chest area. He was not the deep return man. He was up from that, but Eagles will start with pretty good field positioning here in the second half. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 32.
They're going to need to find a way to get back into a groove. Connor Smith looking pretty sharp passing the ball so far, but don't forget he has been under pressure all night tonight inside that pocket. 1st and 10, ball spotted at 32 for Lawton-Bronson. An early flag thrown at the line of scrimmage by the far line judge, and that's going to be moving back.
Were they even lined up at that point yet?
I'm not sure. They're still getting situated. Broke the huddle.
There's still 8 seconds on the play clock.
Chayton Rowe is going to be coming back onto the field here, and
wait and see what the call is.
Yep.
Did he ever actually give a signal? He pointed.
Yep.
It's against the Eagles.
It is going to be a 5-yard penalty. So an illegal formation, maybe too many or not enough men on the line of scrimmage as the flag was thrown in that location. First and now 15, back to their own 27. Smith from the shotgun takes the snap, and it's going to be a counter give to Braden Williams, and he's not going to go anywhere. Ebel with great pursuit, as well as he got stopped initially by Travis Camrat.
Well, he started going up one hole there on the line and slammed on the brakes, cut it back, and went the other way. And I thought, boy, if he would have stayed in that original gap, I think he would have had a good gain.
And no gain on the play, 2nd and 15. But you were right, there was a big hole that time, and he just ran the opposite way. Back in the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the left side. 1 man set out wide. I believe that's Peters. And Smith will drop back to pass from 2nd and long. Looking down that far side, he's going to let it rip towards Peters, and it's batted away by Noah Adams. Magnificent pass coverage as he swats it away.
What a 40-yard pass through the air that time. He's got quite the arm. Ended up basically being a jump ball between the defender and the wide receiver. And like you said, just knocked down, knocked away.
Yeah, Peters has made that catch before tonight on a couple of times. But that time it was just man-on-man. Noah Adams played it just perfectly. He still played it physical in that man coverage. Great play by Adams, bringing up 3rd and 15.
Move Peters to the slot here.
Smith back to pass yet again on 3rd and long. Skip off with the pressure, and Skip off will wrap him up and wait for the nose tackle, Gabe Bronstead, to bring him down. They share a sack, and it's 4th and a mile for Lawton-Bronson.
The king getting in there.
Yeah, give it up for Bronstead, and Skip off initially wrapping him up at the legs. Smith trying to elude the pressure, and he just had nowhere to go. 4th and now 22, and already a great showing on defense early from HMS. Dahlhauser going to have to kick this one back from around his own 10-yard line, an end-over-end line drive that will bounce to Dodd right around the 42, and he has just nowhere to go. Great pursuit and tackle for Matt Peters.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He got in there, and Peters did it, and he was able to grab around the ankles. You can't. It's easier to tackle them when they take their legs out rather than taking their shoulders out.
That's hard to run at that point.
Yes, sir.
1st and 10 for the Hawks. 10:22 on the clock in the 3rd quarter. HMS really starting to get in a groove there in the latter half of quarter number 2. They're going to try to carry it over here into the 2nd half.
Well, their defense stayed in the groove. See if their offense stays the same way.
In the flex bone. Ebel under center. A hard count. Skip off in motion. Nothing gives. On 2. And Ebel keeps it once again on the triple option. He has a nice hole, and he will dance around and pick up close to about 7 yards on that carry.
The defense for Lawton-Bronson has done a good job. When Ebel gets out like that, he's got an open area, and he's got basically one guy to beat, and that's a defensive back, and the defensive back has done a nice job stepping up and stepping in and not letting Ebel get too far on those carries.
9:43 in the 3rd quarter. Spirit Lake leads GHV 28-0. Here we have just under 10 minutes. HMS trying to add to a 22-8 lead over Lawton-Bronson. Back in the flex when they give to Camrat as he bounces off a tackler, keeps the legs pumping, and he fights for that 1st down. Pickup of 4. Camrat off of that right tackle just continued to fight for extra yardage. Just keep the legs pumping. That was a good run there by the young fullback. 1st and 10, ball spotted up to about the 47 of Lawton-Bronson HMS. Really started to put it together. Did a good job getting it into Lawton-Bronson territory, but didn't come to about within 5 minutes inside that 2nd quarter. They were able to execute and capitalize. Ebel's going to drop back to pass. He's under pressure. Throws it up far down the near side, and it's going to be swatted away by Adam Filippi. Going up trying to grab that. Instead, he's just going to deny Noah Adams another catch, or perhaps that was intended down the seam for Connor Dodd, actually.
Just great arm strength, though, by Ebel. He was getting hit as he threw that and just muscled that ball downfield 30 yards.
I'm very surprised he got that pass off following the completion at 2nd and 10. Luckily, it fell incomplete. Filippi, just great coverage on that play. Ball still at the 47. HMS back in the flex bone. They're bunched in tight. And Eagles going to do a quick pitch to Dodd. He's going to try to kick this one outside, get to the sideline, and he has a full head of steam as he is tackled right around the 34-yard line. Nice pickup from Connor Dodd, but hold on, we got a penalty.
Well, great run. This is coming back, but that defensive back on that far side, when he saw him coming at him, he kind of froze up, and he just got run over. He was able to still get in on the tackle to slow him down, but all irrelevant. Coming back.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Connor Dodd only had him for one carry so far for 11 yards. Hard to believe, as he coming into this game was the leading rusher for HMS.
I think that one carry, too, was way back in that first quarter.
Right
near the start of the game.
He has 488 yards, 9 rushing touchdowns, both of those team highs. Just at that wingback position, he is very quick. That's what you like to see in the backfield. 2nd and 17 now. Calling an illegal block, faking a pitch from Ebel. He's under pressure, and he's going to be tripped up and brought down to the backfield. Ebel goes down on an assisted sack. It looks like Pedersen initially tripped him up, and then he'll just be swallowed up at that point. Now looking at 3rd and right around 23 yards to go. Ball's going to be spotted well back to about HMS's 42.
Personally, I think you just kind of play it safe here and play that field position game once again. Just maybe try to pick up a few yards, but I'd probably just keep it on the ground. Keep working that clock.
2 wide receivers to the near side. Ebel's going to roll out to his right. Under pressure again. He's just going to follow some blockers, tuck it, and run. Down the near sidelines, lowers the shoulders. Penalty flag thrown down, and Ebel will be brought down right around Lawton-Bronson's 48. But, again, that flag in the backfield, another Hawks penalty.
Barron standing right there pleading his case.
Got to think holding on this one. Ebel able to once again escape the pressure. And without a doubt, Ebel is able in this game, as he has shown to be quite the dual threat. Once again, got to give big credit on that big playability. 48 yards to get on the scoreboard first on a rushing touchdown and a 64-yard passing touchdown to Noah Adams. Both of those scores in the second quarter, and they're actually just going to wave off that flag.
Well, Barron's played nicely.
Well,
get in debate if you're not.
Well, all right. Quite
Well, still
I don't know, quite the debate there, and it went in his favor. But nonetheless, it's 4th and 10, so HMS just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they got some of them yards back that they lost going the wrong direction, but get it back up to the 47-yard line, and now they can punt and play that field position game.
Doyle's back to punt as the clock ticks down to 7 minutes, 40 seconds. Looks like Dahlhauser back to receive the punt, and another nice punt. Doyle tries to hit that corner. Good bounce down inside the 10, and the ball will be spotted all the way down to Lawton-Bronson's 6-yard lines. And how about the special teams tonight for HMS?
Looking really good. That punt was very nice. Just came along the near side lines, kicked away from Dahlhauser, and the Hawks were able to get down there and play that hop and took a good roll. There's a good field position game. I said could come down to that tonight, and it's gone that way a few times.
And we know Doyle has made some athletic plays on both sides of the ball, but you really got to give him a lot of credit on these punts as well. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' own 6-yard line. Clock stopped at 7:29. They still trail HMS 22-8 from the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers and a tight end out right, and it's going to be a handoff. I believe that was Chayton Rowe, just had nowhere to go. Brought down right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up.
A few guys in there. One of the players was Cale Jacobsma.
Once again, just great pursuit, and Tyler Horkey's got to be pleased with just how well the Hawks are following their assignments on defense.
Jacobs is not a small guy either. I haven't mentioned his size. He's 6'5", 225, so another big guy in that line down there for HMS. They got some size.
Smith is going to drop back in his own end zone to pass. He's flushed out to his right. Could this be another safety? It's going to be Connor Smith sacked in the end zone. Gabe Bronstead and Cale Jacobs brought him down for the safety.
The King. Homecoming King gets in there. Gets part of that sack. I'd give him full credit. I think the other one jumped on, but that's all unofficial. So second safety of the night by this HMS squad, and they'll get the ball back again. They take a 24-8 lead with 6:42 to go in the third quarter.
And we'll take a quick timeout here. Back in 1 minute on Q102. Also live video streaming tonight at exploreokoboji.com.
Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Another illegal procedure.
Following the safety by Gabe Bronstead, sacking Connor Smith, the quarterback, in the end zone. It's 24-8 for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn, and the kickoff from their own 20, Lawton-Bronson. The kicker, Hayden Dahlhauser, is going to kick this one out of bounds right around midfield, and another illegal procedure, second time tonight from the Eagles on the kickoff, and this is going to give Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn terrific field possession. 1st and 10 from Lawton-Bronson's 45.
And HMS had the football. They had 3rd and long. They just took the ground game, ran back a few of those yards, then punted it deep, and look what it led to. Another safety, and then they end up getting the ball in Lawton-Bronson's side of the field from their 45-yard line. So very good job by the coaching staff and the players executing for HMS here.
And how about Gabe Bronstead again, just getting in that backfield, getting the second safety against Lawton-Bronson. So they're just falling in a bit of a hole here. They're going to have to get a lot of things working in their favor and fast. 6:42 on the clock in the third quarter. HMS needing just 45 yards to drive this one down the field. They're going to send Skip off in motion, just a straight give to Camrad. He's going to be swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage, possibly losing no gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Dahlhauser did a good job shooting the gap, reading that play nicely.
Hayden Dahlhauser getting his number called a lot tonight. Has one receiving touchdown as well as being a starting linebacker.
A lot of tackles.
He's been in on almost every play. Second and a long 10. Clock ticks down close to 6 minutes in the third quarter. From the flex bone, they're going to send Skip off in motion. And hold on, I think maybe a false start penalty here on HMS. Maybe a near offensive lineman just jumped the snap a little too soon that time. Skip off sent in motion from a slot receiver position. And this time it'll back up HMS just right at midfield.
2nd down, 15 to go.
35-0 now. Spirit Lake in the driver's seat over Garner Hayfield Ventura. Thanks to Jason Jacobs for that score update. Spirit Lake on the road. One of our area teams playing well tonight. And it's all tied up at 7 heading into the fourth quarter between Emmetsburg and Western Christian. That also a solid matchup tonight. 2nd and 15. Ebel with a quick give on an option pitch to Dawson Skipoff. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and he's going to continue to fight forward, getting a pickup of nearly 7 yards that time. 3rd and about 8 coming up.
It kind of looked like he got off balance when he caught that ball. Kind of looked a little goofy running. I don't know if he was going to slip or what he was doing to try to keep his balance or what, but regained it and ran her forward for a nice little gain.
I think Chayton Rowe, the junior edge on that time, got deep in the backfield, forcing Skip off to kind of just bounce that one even more outside and deep in his own backfield. Luckily, still cut it up to get something out of it. Still 3rd and 8 here for the Hawks. Ball spotted at the 42. Lawton-Bronson side of the field. Dodd goes in motion. It's a straight give to Camrat, following his blockers, keeping the legs pumping, and he's going to fall right on the 35-yard line. Will they give him the first down?
Should be enough. Crowd's cheering for it. No signal yet.
And they do now. That nose of the football right across the white paint. And Travis Camrat picks up exactly the 8 yards needed to extend this drive. 1st and 10 from Lawton-Bronson's 35. HMS trying to add already 4 unanswered scores here as this game carries on here in the third quarter, under 4 minutes now. From the flex bone, looks like Coach Horkey's just going to burn a quick timeout here. We'll go ahead and take one with him. We got 3:50 on the clock. In quarter number 3, it's HMS 24, Lawton-Bronson 8. When we come back in 1 minute on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest, member FDIC.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. It's 1st and 10, HMS coming out of the timeout. Skip off will go back to his original spot on 2. Ebel's going to keep it. He has a lot of room to run, follows his blockers. He has 2 men to beat. He's down the sideline and all the way down to the 5-yard line. Another first down, Hawks.
DJ Doyle downfield as a receiver. Did a good job picking up a block on one of the defensive backs and able to gain some more yard. And Doyle maybe a little banged up in the play, but he'll be okay. They'll make it 1st and goal from the 5. Another great run for the HMS Hawks.
And give it up to those wide receivers split out that time, just doing a great job blocking up the field, making Ebel's job easy, picking up 30 yards on that keeper on that triple option. Noah Adams will bring in the play. 1st and goal, just 5 yards to punch it in for the Hawks' 5th straight score here. They still lead by 22 over Lawton-Bronson, and they're knocking on the door.
Doyle out on this play.
Going to be bunched to the right side. Triple option give to Camrat, and he will walk into the end zone for another Hawks touchdown.
Well, they just keep rolling. We thought maybe the passing game was the key. The running game's worked out well tonight, and on that drive, they proved it. Ebo with a big run and capping it off with a short run is Camrat.
That's his 2nd rushing touchdown on the night at 3:38 here in the third quarter. And HMS, they're just going to go for 2 after virtually every score, so it's 30-8. Extra point coming up here. Back in the flexbone formation, they got the wide receivers bunched in as tight ends. And it's going to be a reverse. The give to Dodd around the other end, and he will get inside the pylon. 2-point conversion good, making the score 32-8. The Hawks in the driver's seat now on their homecoming night. We'll take a quick timeout. Back in 30 seconds on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Your local community and independently owned Hartley Hometown Pharmacy. Shopping locally at Hartley Hometown Pharmacy means keeping the money in the community with tax income and supporting the local workforce and suppliers. Hartley Hometown Pharmacy, located at Fiesta Foods in Hartley.
Smellick Law Office in Hartley is proud to stand behind the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn athletes and students. Smellick Law Office will stand behind you as well. Smellick Law Office in Hartley. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Peterson Field in Hartley, Iowa, as the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn Hawks are looking very strong here on their homecoming football night, leading Lawton-Bronson 32-8.
Well, it's fun to see them having fun, too, on homecoming night. Yep. They keep looking up at the crowd, getting them pumped up. They're all smiles on this sideline, and they deserve to be. They're rolling.
Doyle's going to kick it off here from the 35. Just a dribbler, and falling on that one right around the 39 will be an Eagle, and that may be the 44-yard line. That looks like it was number 18, Lawton Olson, almost getting caught off guard there.
I'm not sure if that was a mishit or if that was intentional. It kind of looked like it surprised everybody, but the Eagles were able to jump on it.
The Hawks trying to get sneaky perhaps, or like you said, maybe just muffed it on the kick. But again, you love to see it, just how interactive the Hawks fans get with this game, and you got to hope that the HMS players are going to give a defiant go Hawks with the helmets raised at the end of this one. 32-8. Eagles take over, 1st and 10 from their own 45. Smith spots out the defense, and he'll take the snap. Looking to pass. He's going to throw a dart over the middle, hitting Peters on the post. Great route and a nice pass and catch. And that's going to be a nice pickup all the way down to the 27. A pickup of about 28 through the air.
Beautiful pass. Dart wide open downfield, like you said. They've been able to do that tonight when given time, and he had time there.
For Connor Smith, he has just been throwing some good passes, but he's also been under pressure often tonight. A quick screen pass, got to be swatted away by Keaton Graves. They're going to whistle it dead as an incomplete pass. No fumble, but the Hawks, they are just flying into that backfield at will for the most part.
They're seeing everything, and a simple screen pass, but it looked like the Hawks knew exactly what was coming, jumped it easily, and I'm surprised that Smith even threw that, because as he wound up to throw, Graves is already, I think, up in the air, and he threw it right into him.
Just a great denial by Keaton Graves, and good to see him back out in the field. 2nd and 10, following the incompletion. Lawton-Bronson on HMS is 27. Smith from the shotgun. He's going to hand it off up the middle. I believe that was Chayton Rowe on the carry. He's going to pick up a modest gain, maybe a few yards. Lance Barron's getting the stop, and a pickup of 4 for Chayton Rowe up the middle. And again, after that first half, it was just 16 total rushing yards on 13 carries, so Lawton-Bronson unable to get much out of the rushing attack early. Well, let's see what they pull out of their sleeves here. 3rd and 6 from the 24. Smith out of the shotgun, a man in motion. It's Dahlhauser, and they're going to hit him in stride. Dahlhauser makes a nice spin move, and he has a lot of room in front of him, and he will go into the end zone. 24-yard touchdown pass, Smith to Dahlhauser.
I saw him warming up pregame, and they were practicing that exact play. Dahlhauser did a good job once he got into that secondary, doing a spin move. Shook that defender, and it was just a race to the pylon, and he won that, beating out Cameron, who tried to push him out of bounds and just couldn't get enough of him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that's got to be the exact same play they drew up back in the second quarter. That was Lawton-Bronson's only other score, so just send Dahlhauser in motion. It looks like it's working for him.
Kind of like a pitcher's strikeout pitch. They've got that one to fool the defense twice.
It's a go-to. 32-14, two-point conversion coming up here for Lawton-Bronson. Smith will take the snap, looks to pass over the middle. He has Peters, but he bobbles it, and it ultimately falls incomplete. The score will remain 32 for HMS and 14 for Lawton-Bronson. The Eagles chipping away, trying to get back into this one. But now it's up to their defense to try to slow down this Hawks offense. 2:28 left in the third quarter, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
This is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Welcome back to Q102 as the Hawks come back out onto the field. Awaiting the kickoff here after Lawton-Bronson gets back on the scoreboard. A 24-yard passing touchdown from Connor Smith to Hayden Dahlhauser. Also give a lot of credit for that spin maneuver by Hayden Dahlhauser on the play. The senior wingback making a nice move. And then went into the end zone virtually untouched after that.
I almost think that the Eagles took their running playbook and threw it in the trash can after that first half, and they just said, you know what, we got to just pass, and it worked out there for them.
Smith throws his 10th passing touchdown as Dahlhauser kicks it to Noah Adams. He'll just receive it and down it at HMS's own 35-yard line. Smart decision there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 35.
That ball had some good spin on it, and Noah just said, you know what, if I'm going to handle this, I'm just going to go ahead and take a knee and not try to do anything with it, because he knew that special teams for the Eagles is coming down fast and hard. Let's shake. Let's thank. Wow, I guess I got shook there. Let's thank State Farm Insurance agent Scott Troutman and IGL Teleconnect for sponsoring some of the action tonight on high school sports on Q102.
Still 32-14. HMS leads as they hand off to Camrad up the middle. He has a burst of steam past the line of scrimmage and up to right around the 44-yard line. Looks like he's just going to be short by mere inches. 2nd and inches coming up.
That's 6 foot, 174. He's really got some wheels on him, and he's going to be fun to watch the next couple of years. He hit that hole, and he's cruising. He's got a quick gear that he gets into. Able to pick up a good 9, like you said, on that carry.
Yeah, that's another good thing about this Hawks team, Tim, is they are returning a lot of impact players. Both Ebel and Camrad sophomores, Dodd a junior, and the only offensive lineman they're going to be losing is unfortunately Cale Jacobson, as he's been able to make some plays this year as well. That's at least for the offensive unit. DJ Doyle is another player they'll miss. Shift attention to the defensive side as HMS will burn a timeout here. That's their 2nd taken at 1 minute 48 left in the 3rd quarter. On the defensive side, it looks like they will return another sophomore in Lance Behrens. Mason Brinkman, a junior, will also come back. Landon Elwood, another sophomore. And yes, also losing Noah Adams. So the Hawks, they had senior night earlier this year. We called that game as they hosted South O'Brien, and that game might come back to haunt them as just ultimately a share at the least of this district, as South O'Brien earlier was leading Galen Catholic.
And I'm not 100% sure on how that shakes out, but
it's going to be interesting.
I think that they get the conference if they get the victory here tonight. That's just my guess, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's thank a couple more sponsors here. How about Stirk Auction, Burley's Appliance, Corn-Fed Cricket, and Don's Auto Service.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you to all of our great sponsors here on Q102 this football season. 2nd and inches as we come out of the timeout now. Eagles teasing pressure at the line of scrimmage. Dodd's going to go in motion. Ebel's going to keep it and make another cut. Here's another nice run from the quarterback. He plows through some defenders, and he's all the way down to the 37. 1st down, Hawks.
That was all Ebel. He had a great fake to start that off, and then he broke tackles and broke hearts, if you will. As he broke a few wrists, plowing through players. They were trying to tackle Jersey him. He shook them. Just a strong run.
Indeed it was. Cooper Ebel really starting to develop here in his sophomore campaign. The Hawks looking very solid after finishing 5-4 a year ago.
Did you give him 20 yards on that? What'd you mark him as?
About...
I got to keep you on your stats, Mitch. Keep you on your toes.
Well, which 45 were they at?
Their own. As far as I know.
All right, the ball's going to end up on the ground in the backfield. And that is unfortunate. Lawton-Bronson forces the fumble as that play develops. And that's going to go the other way. Turnover on HMS following the fumble.
It's off the snap. Drop the ball, and you have all the momentum, and just like that, it turns it back over, and Lawton-Bronson can chip away a little bit here with 1:07 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, Tim, I gave him an extra 10, so about an 18-yard carry, but he's going to lose a couple there following that fumble. 1st and 10 for Lawton-Bronson. They're back at their own 37. They're trying to build off that last touchdown. Smith with a pump fake and a pop pass over the middle. He has Matt Peters. Ebel brings him down, but not until he gets down to HMS's 44. Nice pickup through the air. 19 yards.
Pop pass is perfect. He did a pump fake. Got the defense to move and then had his receiver wide open. Nice little hit.
They're going to break the huddle quickly here. 1st and 10 into HMS territory. Clock ticks under 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Lawton-Bronson going to really need to get in the groove here. Smith drops back to pass. Looks, surveys, and he's going to roll out to his right. Still looking to throw, but he's going to have to tuck it and run out of bounds after a modest gain, but nothing opening up. Good job by the secondary of Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn.
Got to cover downfield. Camrat running him out of bounds on that far sideline. Short gain on that carry. Good job by Smith by not forcing a pass and just and realizing there's a lot of time left on the clock here. Got a whole another quarter to play. Tucking that one and running and picking up a little bit for his squad.
Yeah, Lawton-Bronson really cannot afford a turnover here. And apart from those two safeties that cost them 4 total points, they've done a pretty good job protecting the football so far, and the receivers have not let Smith down much at all tonight. He drops back to pass on 2nd and 8, throws a dart over the middle, caught by Dahlhauser. He's going to pick up the first down as he's finally brought down right at around the 32-yard line, and they're starting to get a little physical out there after the whistle.
It was a quick slant, and he was able to keep his feet, and the defense stopped him but didn't get him down, so he was just battling to try to keep it running, just like this offense is running right up to the line and trying to keep her going. Not wasting any time with under 25 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the 32.
And from the shotgun under 20 seconds, play action. Smith drops deep in the pocket, throws another dart, caught right around that first down marker. Nice pass, good catch by number 22, Isaiah Ashley.
Doing a good job getting those receivers out quickly into their routes. The defensive line isn't able to get a strong enough push right or quick enough, and he's able to deliver those strikes as the third quarter comes to an end.
That's the 5th different target that Smith has hooked up with tonight for 9 yards. At the end of the third quarter, it's HMS 32, Lawton-Bronson 14. It's going to be the Eagles football 2nd and 1 at the Hawks 22-yard line when we come back in 1 minute on Q102 and also streaming live tonight at exploreokaboji.com.
Heavy jobs and major projects, turn to the pros at Raveling Incorporated in Melvin. They have powerful hydraulic cranes to give you the lift you need with cranes from 30 to 300 tons with 320-foot tip height. Raveling also has forklifts, industrial and heavy equipment movers with specialized trailers. Call 712-736-2596 for service in Esterville, Emmitsburg, Algona, Spencer, and Storm Lake areas. Call Rick at 712-209-0190. Raveling Incorporated, serving the area for 41 years, Melvin, Iowa.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Start of the fourth quarter coming up here from Peterson Field. My name is Mitch Kieran. He's Tim Peterson. Also got Tim Soper and Michaela on the video broadcast tonight. Thank you, Tim. And Michael back in master control. Back in Okoboji. 2nd and 1 here for Lawton-Bronson. They have the football at the Hawks' 22-yard line, moving from left to right, knocking on the door of the red zone. 3 wide receivers set out to the far side. Smith is going to keep it in just a direct run, but he doesn't have much from his blockers. And a swarm of Hawks bring down Smith.
Yeah, run game's not been good for the Eagles. And, boy, you get to that outside, and all of a sudden it looked like he just kind of stopped and went, there's nowhere to go for me. And defense just finished him off right there.
Well, Connor Smith coming into the fourth quarter has 11 of 15 passing for 2 touchdowns, so he is looking pretty sharp throwing the football, and Kind of an interesting play call, but might have caught him off guard. But why not run it to where you have more receivers on that side of the field? Nonetheless, Smith is going to throw here a quick curl route. And he's going to hit Peters, spun around and brought down hard by Graves. But Peters will get the first down.
They're rushing right up to the line.
About a 7-yard gain or so. 1st and 10. Smith from the shotgun, still 3 wide receivers set to the left side. He looks that way and throws another bullet. This one might have been tipped at the line.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was tipped because it looked like, I don't know who it was going to. And the precision passing that he's had tonight, that was not one of them. Got lucky with that one.
Without a doubt, but still got to give a lot of credit to some of the plays HMS has been making on defense tonight. It's 11 minutes left in this game. Lawton-Bronson still trails by 18. So they need at least 3 scores and to hold HMS. Tie this one up at the least. So they got a lot of work left to do. But it's 2nd and 10 from the 18. Still 3 wide receivers out to that far side. Smith throws one over the middle. He has Dahlhauser, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down, but not before getting inside the 5. Right around there.
Player down for HMS.
Might be shaken up, maybe a foot injury from the looks of it. As they take an injury timeout, we'll go ahead and see if he's able to get back up here. Connor Dodd. That's one of their more athletic players. He's at least going to be able to walk back to the sideline on his own will, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. Lawton-Bronson looks like they're coming back out on offense. They will send in another linebacker for the Hawks. Landon Elwood comes back into the game. So that's at least a good sign from Dodd, able to walk back to the sideline after maybe getting shaken up by the foot and the ankle, but he at least brought down Dahlhauser before he got much on that. A 13-yard pickup. 1st and goal for the Eagles.
See if the Hawks defense can stand up again here.
They're still spread out here. They're going to hand off to Chayton Rowe. He's wrapped up but fights off a couple of tacklers and falls forward for maybe a couple yards, looking at 2nd and goal from the 3.
Got hit, spun through it. Good effort on his part. Short gain on the play.
Clock ticks under 10.5 minutes left in the game. Lawton-Bronson still trying to punch it in here. 4 wide receivers set out. Smith looks to pass, throws a bullet on the out route, and it's going to be an easy pass and catch for a touchdown for Lawton-Bronson. And who else but Hayden Dahlhauser? That's his 3rd receiving touchdown tonight.
Doyle had his hand on that and just couldn't rip it out of the grip of him. Dahlhauser with those strong hands completing the play. Now down to a 12-point game.
Lawton-Bronson is really chipping to get back into this one as they have put together some really nice-looking drives here in the second half. And Connor Smith already throwing for 3 passing touchdowns tonight. That's going to put him at 11 on the year. This one from just about 3 yards out. Once again, Smith to Dahlhauser. They go for 2. Handoff to Dahlhauser up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed.
Why do they run?
It's just not working out for them tonight.
Not at all.
10-12 left in the game here. It's still HMS 32. Lawton-Bronson gets back on the scoreboard. They now have 20. Hawks coming back with the football in the lead at 12 in 1 minute on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Insurance Agency Incorporated of Hartley is a proud sponsor of the HMS Hawks. Let the team at Trimers Insurance take the worry out of your life. Call Trimers Insurance today at 1-800-865-1761. At your service for over 100 years.
Hi, this is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
Stop by Corn-Fed Cricket for Caribou Coffee, specialty drinks, lemonades, scones, caramel rolls, muffins, and more. They also offer a unique collection of vintage furniture and one-of-a-kind treasures. Open 6:30 to 9:30ish, Tuesday through Friday mornings, Saturdays 9 to 3, and before HMS football games 5:30 to 7. Corn-Fed Cricket, Highway 18 in Hartley.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. As you can tell from the noise of the crowd, if you hear it, had a big kick return from Dawson Skipoff, a low line drive kick to about the 20. Skipoff makes some nice moves, shakes off a couple tacklers, follows his blockers all the way to midfield.
I also think the defense was going for the football, trying to strip it out of his hands, and they couldn't get it. And they weren't going for the tackle, and so he just kept picking up yards as they kept trying to get the ball from him. Ends up getting right at midfield.
The HMS just going to try to move the ball on this drive. Keaton Graves in the backfield at the fullback position. Ebel's going to go under center here in the flex bone. And he is going to run the triple, give to Graves, and he has a lot of room right off the bat. And he's easily going to pick up the first down up to Lawton-Bronson's 38.
Well, it was impressive early on and scary when that Zach Verzani, a linebacker, kept hitting gaps and blowing things up. They've really done a nice job, has HMS, of avoiding him and getting good runs and good passes. We haven't heard his name much at all here in the last few quarters.
And when HMS really got it going on offense, they have not taken their foot off the gas pedal yet. 9:37. They did fumble on the last drive, trying to rebuild off of that. They go back to Graves. He has a nice hole to run, and he's going to carry Verzani on his back all the way up to about the 30-yard line. Another nice carry there from Graves.
Graves showing his leg strength on that one. Keeping things moving. He goes out of bounds with 9:28 to go in the ball game.
First two carries by him, 21 yards. Well, just keep feeding them if it's going to keep working on this drive all the way up to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 2. Hawks break the huddle. On the flex bone, they bunch the left side. They're going to go. Nebel's going to keep it. He'll be tripped up by the edge. It looks like Matt Peters sniffed that one out on the triple give, but hey, Ebel got just enough for exactly 2 yards. First down, Hawks.
It looked like he was just seeking to pick up those short couple yards and did exactly what he needed to do. Another first down for the Hawks.
Yeah, Ebel got to be up over the century mark. It's going to be very interesting to look at his numbers in the post game. Down to about 9 minutes left in this contest. HMS just trying to slowly chip away on this drive with running the football, and Ebel's going to give it. No, he will keep it on the edge, a triple option that where nothing just opened up. The only option was going down, and Ebel's going to be dropped right near the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up.
But it keeps that clock running, and that's a friend of HMS right now. Just keep working that clock, and it's okay if you don't get a lot of yards or any at all. Just keep that clock going, and you can eventually pick up a first down. If you can take it for, have three downs before you get the first down, you're doing okay. Just keep working that clock.
And they are down to about 8:25 here as they get to the line of scrimmage. Ebel under center. They send a man in motion, and nothing there, but a penalty flag will be thrown, and we got a false start on HMS. So the Hawks jump on their own hard count, and that's going to move them backward to just about 5 yards, stopping the clock momentarily at 8:17.
Yeah, one final. I got tears. Spirit Lake with a 42-0 victory over Garner Hayfield Ventura. Some other interesting scores in the area. I don't know if you want me to get to them yet or wait.
Ahead.
Wait. Oh, go. Emmetsburg trailing 10-7 in the fourth to Western Christian. A good game there.
And we have the triple option here. Ebel will keep it and fall forward for a modest gain, getting close back to about the line of scrimmage.
Just one other game, good close game that's going on. Spencer and Sergeant Luff Bluton. Spencer with the lead now, 27-24 in that one.
What a game there. Looks like 3rd and 8. Ebel buys 7 of those yards back. You really got to give him a lot of credit. He's just been knowing what to do on that triple option play, and that's where HMS's success starts and stops offensively. Down to about 7:23 on the clock. He will take the snap. Just a quick give to Graves. He'll bounce off a tackler, carry a couple more with him, and he will get up to about right around the 22.
That's good job getting forward on that, picking up a few more yards if they go for it on fourth down. Won't be too long. Maybe cut that 8 down to half.
Yeah, we do have 34 on the play clock. Maybe wind that down as Horkey's taking his time relaying the play in from DJ Doyle. We know that they're going on the hard count, and indeed, HMS still does have one timeout. You don't want that to come back and cost you, as it's only a couple more scores before we have an entirely new ball game. Lawton-Bronson has really started to put together offensively in the second half.
Throwing that football. They give him a pickup of 2 on the carry, so it'll be 4th down and 6 to go, and the Hawks are going for it.
4th and 6, here we go. And they're going for it, triple option, give to Graves. He will just get a short gain, but nowhere near enough for that first down. Turnover on downs. The Hawks drive the football all the way down to the Lawton-Bronson 20-yard line, where the Eagles will set up shop 1st and 10 at 6:23 left in this contest.
Well, Lawton-Bronson's got a long way to go to get a touchdown, but the way they pass that football, you never know. They can strike in a hurry.
Well, that's if you want to move the ball faster down the field. And Smith, I have him 13 of 17 through the air. And he has had some very solid pickups and 3 passing touchdowns. They send 3 out to the far side. Peters the lone man near. Smith barks out the signal and takes the snap. He looks to pass, throws it to the left side, where he hits Dahlhauser on a nice short slant. But that's going to be good enough for a first down for the Eagles.
Good patience by Smith. He was getting, I think that was Barons hitting him as he released that, and just another perfect precision pass.
They hook up for a gain of 13. First down, clock at 6:10. Smith takes the quick snap. It's low, and a penalty flag thrown early. He'll go back to Dahlhauser on the edge. And he's going to get close to that first down marker, but I think this one's coming back.
Bringing that one back. False start. On the offense. Why didn't they, you think they would have blown that play dead before the get-go? I don't know why they let them run it.
Yeah, free play, but yeah.
No, the offense jumped, not the defense.
Right.
Yeah.
It didn't mean anything.
You know, like, remember that old commercial, want to get away for a while, and referee with the Snickers?
Get the best references. I really got to hand it to you.
If you catch them, if you get them. If you don't, then not so good.
You got to remember I'm still kind of on the younger side here. Barons is going to flush Smith out of the pocket. This one's picked off. Connor Dodd intercepts that one, cuts it across the field. The ball's back on the ground. Dodd picks it off and fumbles it, gives it right back to the Eagles.
The whole time he was returning it, I think, just go down, just take a knee, do something. He got hit hard in his shoulder and to pop that ball out. You know, and I think go down, just, take a knee. But there's still 5:41 left. Have some fun, kid. And he tried to and ended up losing it. So just turns the ball back over. Another 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
What a wild play. Smith gets flushed out of the pocket, rolls out to his left, throws interception. Dodd tries to make a nice return out of it. He will substitute out after taking.
He got a licking.
Yeah, he got a tasty lick on that play, and that, of course, jarred the ball loose. He fumbled it back, gave it right back to Lawton-Bronson, and I think he's just going to...
I don't even know. They're not checking him out. I don't know why they had to take him out of the game there.
Maybe just a little flustered after the fumble, but he'll be fine. Clock stopped at 5:41. It's once again 1st and 10. Lawton-Bronson back to their own 25. They're going to give a reverse. Ball's back on the ground, and did the Hawks jump on it? I'm not sure who got that fumble, but they tried to run a reverse, a quick trick play for Lawton-Bronson, and that's only going to cost them 4 yards. 2nd and long coming up.
Boy, suddenly they got some grease in that pigskin. Nobody can hang on to that thing.
Yeah, from the looks of it. Looks like Peters fell, and he'll be charged -5 yards, and they'll spread out the wide receivers, 3 to the far side, 1 near. Smith looks to pass. He's just going to dump it off to Chayton Rowe, and he is hammered near the sideline by DJ Doyle. Nice tackle right there, and good tenacity from DJ Doyle, a senior linebacker for the Hawks.
HMS got to watch out for those quick slants and those quick passes to the inside. That's kind of what's been burning them tonight. These outside passes, they've been able to get on them and read them well and stop them. Watch out for those inside ones. 2nd and 15.
They get that 3rd and 14 on a curl this time from Isaiah Ashley. Well, looks like he's going to pick up a few yards. Looking at 4th down, though. So with that, looks like he'll pick up close to about 8 yards, and the HMS faithful coming to life here. A big 4th down coming up for Lawton-Bronson. This one could be a deciding factor whether their pace of this game continues to stay up.
Put 2 to the far side, 1 on the near side.
4th and 6.
Or 3 to the top.
From the 28. Smith from the shotgun. He takes the snap, throws left, and it's through the hands of Dahlhauser. He underthrew it. Incomplete pass, turnover on downs.
Threw it a little short, threw it behind Dahlhauser. He tried to slam on the brakes and reach back for it, couldn't get it. A nice job by the HMS Hawks to shut things down here when you started to maybe start to worry a little bit that maybe Lawton-Bronson was going to keep marching. Hawks say, nah.
Another good defensive stop from HMS. Starting to really become an interesting ball game here in the second half.
We'll thank the Sanborn and Hartley Funeral Home, along with TCA and Van Hofwegen and Munster Family Dentistry. I thought you were going to jump in on one there.
We'll go ahead also and thank the Hut Bar and Grill, which is the official sponsor of our coaches show on KUOO. You can tune into that tomorrow morning at 8:15 with Scott Nolte catching up with our area coaches.
See, I'm letting you have that one so you can sell it. Plug that. Beautiful job.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's 1st down for HMS. Ebel's looking to pass. Goes high over the middle. He has Dawson skip off into the end zone. Touchdown, HMS.
I don't think they were expecting HMS to be passing there, and it was a kind of a pop floating pass down the middle of the field. Read perfectly by Ebel. Completed wonderfully. The defensive backs, they didn't even look back because they were beat so bad. The pass was a little shy of the receiver, but the defensive backs couldn't look back. They were just trying to catch up to the receiver who caught it and basically walked in.
I'll wait to see if either of you can give me an official yardage on that pass, but still a great play from Cooper Ebel once again, just showing that he really can throw a nice ball down the field. It's now 38-20, 2-point conversion ensuing, and Ebel's going to keep it on triple option give, pitch it off to Dodd, and he's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn increases their lead over Lawton-Bronson 40-20 with 4:22 left in this contest. Back in a minute on Q102 and also live video streaming at exploreokoboji.com.
Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Welcome back to Q102 as Doyle kicks this one off. I want to thank Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, association of our great sponsors, on tonight's coverage of HMS as they kick off. This one returned to right about the 39-yard line.
Well, they're doing a little more than they're kicking something. Up by 20 now, 40-20. That ball run back and stopped Just shy of the 40, the market at the 38.
A 20, right around 28, 29 yards on that touchdown pass. Got a couple of different yardage totals on there, but still a great play for Cooper Ebel to once again get another touchdown to his name tonight. It'll be very interesting calculating his stats tonight. 4:16 on the clock. It's Lawton-Bronson's football at their own 38. Smith drops back to pass. Looks deep to his left side, and he's going to overshoot his man intended for Matt Peters.
Oh, we haven't seen that too many times tonight off of his hand. He didn't have high pressure on him, just threw a bad one there.
For the most part, he has thrown pretty catchable passes here tonight. Following that incompletion, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Eagles still spotted back at their own 38. Don't forget to tune into the Iowa High School Scoreboard Show on sister station KUOO starting promptly at 10 p.m. to catch up with all the scores throughout the state of Iowa in the final regular season week. Clock stopped at 4:11. And Smith will drop back to pass again. Looks left, throws left, and he's going to hit his target.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground. Picked up by Camrat. Hawks recover the football. That fumble is going to be credited to number 10, Adam Filippi. And that's just unfortunate.
Filippi hasn't been the target of too many passes tonight. He had that one and was hit right away. And I was about to say it was a good open field tackle. All of a sudden that football popped out, and Johnny on the spot recovers. And I can't say that'll about do it. So 4 minutes and 5 seconds left with the 20-point lead, though. But I pretty much seal it up, zip it shut, and get the colors to change. Throw in the freezer.
Lawton-Bronson still has 3 full timeouts here. So they could slow this down, but HMS still doubling their score. I think virtually, if they hold on to the football, they could wrap this one up. 1st and 10, they're going to hand off to Keaton Graves. He's been running the football very nicely here in the 4th quarter. He'll get this one up right at about the 40-yard line. A late flag thrown in well after the tackle.
Wonder if that's going to be some type of face mask inadvertent or something that came at the very end of the play. Wait for the official announcement.
Penalty flag thrown after the 6-yard carry by
It is against HMS.
Graves.
It is a face mask.
Oh, no, that is on Lawton-Bronson.
Or that's what I meant, yes. They switched sides in the field in one of these quarters, and I forgot.
You just got to get your birds straight. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's Hawks and Eagles tonight.
Right?
Two majestic winged creatures. All right, first.
I was an Eagle. I was an Eagle at high school too.
Yeah,
but not this school.
Yeah. Under 4 minutes to go here. HMS in the driver's seat. They still lead Lawton-Bronson 40-20. Ball spotted at the 35 on the incidental face mask. Back in the flex bone. Skip off in motion. They're going to hand off to Graves up the middle. He'll fall forward for a modest gain. Right around 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Stickum must be wearing off on everybody's gloves. Another fumble gets HMS the football back. And boy, how many times just in this 4th quarter have we seen that ball hit the ground?
Yeah, quite a handful
3 or 4
at that
times.
point. And then remember, that was the first play of the game, so HMS really could have started off this game on their heels, fumbling the ball at their own 3, then a terrific turnover on downs, just stuffing Lawton-Bronson, keeping them out of that end zone on their first drive. We thought we were in for a back-and-forth contest, and we were, but HMS just has continued to get separation and execute on big plays. 2nd and 7 here. Skip-off goes in motion. The handoff goes to Keaton Graves. He continues to just battle downfield for yardage, and he'll pick up the 1st down.
Well, Lawton-Bronson's got all 3 timeouts left. I wonder if they'll even call any here, or they just concede with 2:42 remaining and trailing by 20 points.
These are still 2 teams with very solid regular seasons, and HMS looks like they're going to have a lot of momentum heading into the postseason, riding a 4-game winning streak. Should things fall into place the way they are here, 2.5 minutes to go, they still lead Lawton-Bronson by 20.
I think back to that Okoboji game where they won at 28-0, and I just think this team looks so much more sound than they did at that way back then.
Without a doubt, as South O'Brien, we remember that game. They led 12-0 going into the 4th quarter. 3 unanswered scores made it 20-12 for South O'Brien. So that's going to give them a chip in that district share by the looks of it, as Keaton Graves gets another carry, and he's just going to carry this one all the way inside the 10. And he is running the ball very well at will here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, everybody who they give the ball to has been running a little bit better tonight. Almost like inspired. That's a strong run. Another first down, back-to-back running first downs. Marches that ball inside the 10 and down to the 7.
It is homecoming week as we have the HMS faithful and student body all sorts of fired up tonight on and off the field. Also the volleyball team picking up a good conference victory over Harris Lake Park back on Tuesday night. It's going to be first and goal here for the Hawks, 1st and 7 from that goal line. Clock ticks down to 1:27. And they're going to give an option give. Ebel dives for the goal line, and he is in. Touchdown, Cooper Ebel.
He led with that football, stuck it out there, dove for the end zone, got hit. He crossed that end zone line before that ball popped loose. Touchdown, HMS.
From 7 yards out on the ground, that's the second rushing touchdown for Cooper Ebel, and he is having himself a career night tonight.
Hawks are just playing good.
DJ Doyle meets Horky halfway. Love to see that there. There's a lot of chemistry, and it is playing in their favor tonight. And hold on, looks like we do have a player down on the field. But also within this district for Class A District 1, South O'Brien holds on over Galen Catholic as the Wolverines beat the Jays 32-12. So South O'Brien from the Livet will finish 4-1 in district play. Galen Catholic at 2-2. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will be 4-1 as well in district play. So we do have a shaken player down on the field. Let's go ahead and take an injury timeout here. Let's go ahead and at least start this one for 2 minutes. We'll return in 2 minutes for the conclusion of this game. It's currently 46-20, HMS in front of Lawton-Bronson. You're listening to Iowa High School football on Q102. Also video streaming at exploreokoboji.com.
Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and with the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and with the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See.
Welcome back to Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com. The Hawks back out on the field to try to convert the two-point conversion. And that play, some miscommunication. Ebel went to his left looking for a triple option give, and Graves went the other way.
Somebody jumped early. It didn't look good from the get-go.
So penalty flag on the field, and I think they're just going to decline it. 46-20 will be the score after Cooper Ebel runs it in from 7 yards out. There was an injured Eagle of Lawton-Bronson on that play. It looked to be number 33, Blake Morgan, a senior defensive back. Slow to get up. Hope he's okay. Didn't look like any, at least limb injury from the looks of it. Minute 19 left in this game, and Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn has all but closed the door on this one as they still lead Lawton-Bronson 46-20.
Nice job by HMS, too. Not quitting. They're closing out this game. They're playing through the whole time.
Yep.
Doing a nice job. Their defense has been strong.
You got to respect the faith Tyler Horkey just has in his players and the chemistry he has. Going back to our pregame interview, I asked him just, what it would mean to get at least a share of the district, and he said, he's just taking this game like any other, just trying to do their jobs and trying to do good on trying to really focus on the defense this week, and they did just that against a Lawton-Bronson offense that obviously had a lot of weapons, as we saw, but they really just took care of business tonight over a good Lawton-Bronson team.
And who knows, different night, different game plan, but Coach Horkey brought the right plan in for tonight's game, that's for sure. Fought through adversity with some fumbles, an early fumble, late fumbles. Still doing well.
Minute 19 on the clock. DJ Doyle back to kick off here from the 40. Walks up and gives it a short, fluttering kick. Picked up right around the 34 by number 5. Looks like Braden Heiss maybe on the carry. And he'll be brought down close to about their own 39-yard line. Minute 14 left in the game.
I thought it was a higher number. I don't know. Kind of got all piled up in there. I thought maybe it was Brock Mitchell.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
55?
He'd be positioned there to make some nice lead blocks on that kick return. Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-game show coming up in just a moment from the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake, courtesy of Dr. Norland and Dr. Cornwall. Official diamond sponsor of every post-game show on our athletic coverage here on Q102. Looks like we have another quarterback in the game for the Eagles. They're going to hand this one off, to the looks of it. A freshman, Ivan Smith, I believe, got the carry. If I'm not mistaken on this one, it looks like he was tackled in bounds, or perhaps that was Braden Williams on the far side. Run the sweep the other way, but the clock is going to continue to tick down below 50 seconds.
Hey, that HMS squad still got their starters out there against some backups.
Not going to burn a timeout. Just about enough time on the clock left for a play or two as Lawton-Bronson is going to be handed their second loss in the year. That will end their 4-game winning streak. Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn will extend their winning streak to 4 games. From the shotgun, it looks like Jesse Olerking is going to hand that one off to Williams, and that should be the final play of the game as Williams will be tackled for a small loss. And HMS is going to win on homecoming over Lawton-Bronson. Final score, 46-20. And we will now go to your post-game show, brought to you by Drs. Norton and Dr. Cornwall from the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. We'll take a break. Back in 3 minutes. This is Iowa High School football on Q102 and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Smellick Law Office in Hartley is proud to stand behind the Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn athletes and students. Smellick Law Office will stand behind you as well. Smellick Law Office in Hartley. Go Hawks!
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Insurance is all about relationships. It's built on trust and getting to know our clients. We want to know about you.
We try to sell more than just a policy. In essence, we're
we're selling ourselves, and in that regard, I feel we have a very good product.
You might say, well, everybody has people, but we have people. And we have people who love their jobs and are passionate about what they do.
The producer or the accounting department or the receptionist at the desk, they want to see that customer taken care of.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
For the freshest meat selection and best value in the area, head to Fiesta Foods in Hartley. Go to fiestafoodshartley.com and click on register. There you can sign up to have a weekly ad and box beef prices emailed directly to you. Find the best cuts of quality meat at Fiesta Foods in Hartley and fiestafoodshartley.com.
Hi, this is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
Stop by Corn-Fed Cricket for caribou coffee, specialty drinks, lemonades, scones, caramel rolls, muffins, and more. They also offer a unique collection of vintage furniture and one-of-a-kind treasures. Open 6:30 to 9:30ish, Tuesday through Friday mornings, Saturdays 9 to 3, and before HMS football games 5:30 to 7. Corn-Fed Cricket, Highway 18 in Hartley.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Down better myself.
Well, we're talking about birds early here on the post-game show, brought to you by the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake, courtesy of Dr. Norland and Dr. Cornwall. Welcome back to Peterson Field. My name is Mitch Kieran, joined tonight by Tim Peterson. And Tim, what a fun night of football we had.
Good night. Fun night. We expected a couple of good teams, put on a good show. Looked that way for most of the part. You saw some good plays from the other, was it majestic winged creature?
Yeah, but tonight it was the Hawks that was
right, but we saw good plays from the Eagles as well. I mean, seeing some nice passing plays, and it just, their game plan had to flip, and when it did, they looked pretty sharp, but HMS was just too much.
Without a doubt, they really got the ball rolling in the quarter number 2. At halftime, they led 22-8, and they got things started again on the first drive, or actually a couple of drives into the quarter number 3. At the 6:42 mark, Gabe Bronstead sacked Connor Smith for a safety to extend the score 24-8. Travis Camrat got a rushing touchdown, his second on the night, 32-8 at the 3:38 mark in quarter number 3. And then Lawton-Bronson got back on the scoreboard, 24-yard touchdown pass, Connor Smith to Hayden Dahlhauser, 34-14 at the end of the third quarter. The quarter number 4, Connor Smith got back to Hayden Dahlhauser on a 3-yard passing touchdown, 32-20. Then Cooper Ebel hit Dawson Skip off on a beautiful 28-yard passing touchdown to make it 40-20 at the 4:22 mark. And Cooper Ebel got his 4th total and 2nd rushing touchdown of the night from 7 yards out at a minute 19 to make it 46-20, which is your final score. Let's go ahead and just take a look at some great stats for Hartley-Melvin-Sanborn tonight. 302 total yards of offense. You can credit 70 of those on 14 carries to Travis Camrat for 2 rushing touchdowns. And for Cooper Ebel, career night for the young sophomore quarterback. Just 3 of 4 passing, but he had 118 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 156 yards rushing on 13 carries and 2 rushing touchdowns. Well, I want to give you a big thanks to watching tonight's broadcast at ExploreLocomotive.com, plus our Facebook page. Michaela and Tim did a great job tag-teaming that. I want to give a big thanks to Michael back in Master Control, helping us through those early technical difficulties. Thanks to you for sticking through those technical difficulties. And as always, thanks to Tim. It's always a lot of fun calling football with you.
You too. Should we touch up on a few other local scores?
Absolutely.
It was Spencer 27-24 over Sergeant Bluff. Luton, Spirit Lake 42-0 over Garner. Hayfield, Ventura. Emmetsburg falls to Western Christian 10-7. Good game there, and I think that might be all I got on my update here. That's all I got. Oh, baseball. I could do baseball. Tampa Bay's taking the lead over the Yankees 2-1.
Well,
and that is in the 9th,
well,
if it's not over yet.
Well, I guess that's...
It is over.
All right. The
Yankees
Rays
are done. Yankees are done.
That's coming from a proud Twins fan right there in Tim Peterson. But for more on those high school football scores, you can tune in at promptly 10 o'clock on our sister station, KUOO, for the Iowa High School Scoreboard Show coming up in just a little bit. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight from Hartley, Iowa. Thanks again for tuning into tonight's broadcast. HMS wins their homecoming game over Lawton-Bronson. 46-20 is your final score. Thank you for tuning in to Iowa High School football on Q102.